What's up, y'all? We live. Let me get it set up over here on Facebook. Y'all know how we do. We got to represent both spots. They're not giving me the green light yet. And let me know if this thing is coming in clear or not. Let me know. Okay, I see it on Facebook. Let me open up the public. Bam. We are now public on Facebook. So, yeah. Let me know if the microphone's coming in clear, because I know sometimes this thing gets to cracking and everybody's like, oh, you got to reset it. And now that I know how to do it without ending the live stream, when I first started doing live streams, I didn't know how to reset. So I would always have to come out, then come back in. Let me move this out the way a little bit, just in case it's coming in too hot. What up, Kevin, my brother? What's good? What's good? Elliot, what's up, my man? Logan in the house. Logan's like, first, I'm in. Yeah, let me know if this thing is coming in clear before we get started, because we got a lot to go over today, man. We got a lot. Let's see. Uber suits, man. What? I'm not the first one. Oh, Jacksonville. Okay, I see you. I see you, Jacksonville, coming. Hey, you guys got snow down there or what? Y'all got snow in Jacksonville? So what up, Triple E, my man Eric in the building. What's up, Greg? Yeah, like I said, let me know if this microphone is good, because I can hear it crystal clear on my end, but sometimes it crackles when going through the internet. Okay, Kev said we good to go. Thank you, Bighorn Kev. See, we got to wait on Kev. Kev is the man that says, okay, we can go. The live stream does not start till Kev gives you the green light. I got to wait for Kev. I'm like, come on, Kev, man, let me know. Kev's like, you're good. Kev's out front like the airplane people when it be doing like this. With the flash, Kev be like this. You're good to go. Keep coming. You can taxi. Come on, keep taxiing. We're gonna start the live stream in a minute. You're cleared for takeoff. What up, Black Label, my man? What's good? Man. Yeah, that's it, Greg, representing the 300. Oh, yeah, Kevin. We're going to have a good time talking about Uber and Lyft today. Ooh, we're going to have a good time today, brother. You know, Uber's involved in these lawsuits. They're trying to sue somebody while somebody's trying to sue them. Like New York is trying to sue them for stiffing the drivers. So they said, well, we're going to sue New York for staging accidents. It's like they're playing chess with each other right now. They're like, man, y'all got the flags on reds. And so Uber is like, since you guys want to try to sue us for stiffing drivers and we got to come with all this money, we're going to get the money from another settlement from suing you guys for staging accidents. So it's like, if you drop our lawsuit, we'll drop your lawsuit. It's like a chess game they're playing. In the end, the drivers are going to lose anyways. So no matter what, somehow the money's going to come out of our pockets. Like, man. Hey, James, in New York and Uber can kiss my ass. Hey, for real, man. Because you know they're out there pulling something funny right now. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Stuff is in my ear kind of loud. But yeah, man, it's tricky. It's something been going on. Uh-oh, Charlie says it's been a month today for me and not using the apps. Me and you both, baby. Me and you both. I have not used the apps in January. We got two people proving that you do not have to use the apps for an entire month. You can protest for a whole month not using the apps at all and still survive. All my bills paid. All private rides still done. Booking left and right. I'm telling you, for all you pigeons out there who thinking you need to get on the apps every day, you got to jump on the apps every day because you need to make money every day. You're not doing private rides right. You don't got your business cards out. You're not promoting yourself on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You are a business. Promote yourself. Charlie's hasn't drove in almost 31 days. The last time I drove on these apps was New Year's Eve. That's the last time I drove on these apps. New Year's Eve. That was it. My whole month of January been private rides. We just finished with our second presidential convoy. Me, Jamil, and Luke. Presidential convoy again. This time we used two expeditions. First time we used two Lincolns in an expedition. This time we used two expeditions in a Lincoln. But it went flawless. My man Danny, he set it up for us. We had a group of 16. First time was a group of 14. This was a group of 16. We had to take them 11 miles to dinner, then 11 miles back. 22 miles. And since we had to take them to dinner, we picked up the convoy. We convoyed. Y'all saw the video of us convoying in and everything. That was us pulling up to the spot to pick them up. So we picked them up at the corporate office. Everybody got loaded up. It was kind of like janky in the beginning because we didn't know which restaurant we were going to. We finally got everything situated. 11 miles, hit the restaurant, Since they were eating, we decided to go next door and eat sushi. We said, well, let's go next door and eat sushi. So we went next door, ate sushi. The boys smoked cigars outside, kicking back. After that, took the convoy back to the office or back to the hotel, dropped everything off. Total, they paid in total $190 per truck. Each one of us went 22 miles. We all got $190 cash. $190 cash per truck. They're almost $600 to do a 22-mile round trip with 3 trucks. You can do one private ride and not have to. And we sat and ate sushi next door. We kicked back and ate sushi next door. It's like, that's how we work. You know what I'm saying? We show up. We was all clean, suited up. Convoy came in, presidential, dropped them all off. We all got, man, I'm telling you, it was cake. We all followed each other. At the end, 2 guys had to go south and the rest had to go north. So we went north, 2 guys went south. Jamil took 2 guys south because he had another client at the airport right after that. So as soon as that was over, he hurry up and dropped 2 guys up at the hotel. He shot to the airport to pick up his other $50 client. So he made some extra money right after the whole convoy. But that was the second one we did. You know what I'm saying? $190, 22 miles. We maybe drove total 40 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. Total driving 40 minutes. The rest was us sitting there eating sushi and smoking cigars. Said pigeons can't eat sushi. Oh yeah. And that's why I tell people, man, get your private rides together, get your teams together. Start going out there. If you saying, well, in my city, people don't like to link up, they don't like to make teams, you got to create a team with some people you trust. You got to create teams with people you know will be there when you're booking rides and you say, yes, we can do a group of 16. No, you can do a group of 16 because you know exactly who's showing up. They know me. Hey, I told them, if I'm live streaming and y'all say, Jeff, man, we need an extra truck. Do you got enough? Hey, this live stream is going to be short. Because I'm like, hey, if I can go out and make $190 driving 22 miles, you think I'm going to be sitting here live streaming and letting that shit go? Hell no. I'll end this live stream and go make that money, come back and start another live stream. Shit, $190, let's go get this shit. But that's how we get paid. When people ask how much we make and we tell them $200 an hour and they freak out, they go like, bullshit. Attorneys don't even make $200 an hour. I'm like, we're not attorneys. We're private drivers. What do you mean? We make like $200 an hour. How? We set up rides. We got private drivers. We don't drive on the apps. Why am I sitting and waste my time on the app trying to make $20 an hour, $15 an hour, $19? They're leaving the state of Minnesota because Minnesota wanted $15 an hour. And Uber's like, well, we ain't staying. So you're going to leave the state because somebody wants $15 an hour. You know what? Keep your $15 an hour. We making $200 an hour. This is how we going to do it. Fuck these apps. And that's how we operate out here, man. And we show it every time on this live stream on my channel, The Bike Drop, how we work together as a team, how we market out there, how we advertise out there. And speaking of advertisement, somebody on Facebook, because somebody pointed this out to me on Facebook, somebody on Facebook is using my picture to market their shirts. Now, I don't mind people, I always tell people it's cool if you use my content, you know what I'm saying? It's cool if you, use my video or, do a review. That's cool. But marketing using my picture on y'all's stuff, it's a false impression. It's a false impression that either I'm involved in it or that I'm creating it or that I got something to do with it. So if someone's to have a problem with it, now it's all good if everything's all good. But if somebody's going to have a problem with it, they're going to come to me and they're going to say, Jeff, hey man, I bought one of your shirts. The shit's this and that, or I ordered some shirts and I ain't got them yet. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, well, on Facebook, is your picture sitting there on this whole ad or whatever they're advertising, they're making shirts, and it's your picture on there. Yeah, somebody really did. So like I said, it's all good and everything. You got to just let me know. Because for one, I need to verify you a real person. You really ain't taking people's cash apps or Venmos and shit and running off, but you're using my picture. Like, I don't know these people. And it's like, yeah, somebody on Facebook pointed at it and said, hey, Jeff, man, did you approve this? And I commented, I thought it was a joke at first. So I said, no, I ain't approved this. I don't even know these people. I was laughing. But then I thought about it. I said, wait a minute. These people are using my picture and everything of me and my gear, selling their own gear. But it's kind of giving that false impression that I'm affiliated with them. And I never even talked to these people before. So I don't want somebody to buy from those people. It's cool if you buy from them, knock yourself out. But I don't want you to buy from them thinking that I'm affiliated with them because my picture is on there. So I had to say something on this live stream about it. I actually got it wrote down on a sheet of paper right here too. I got it wrote down to mention it because I did not want to forget that. Because somebody's going to order something from those people and be like, oh, well, it's Jeff. Hit Jeff up. Ask him where the money's at. Ask him where the gear's at. I'll be like, I don't know. Oh, this ain't you? No, it ain't me. Oh, well, shit, this been posted all over Facebook. It's got your picture on it. They're making shirts. They're this and that. Nope, they ain't got shit to do with me, man. Check with me first. If you don't see my name on it, because I do all my own marketing. I do all my own advertising. If you do not see my name on it, it's not me. I've been doing my own marketing advertising since, I used to do shit on Craigslist back in like 2005. I do all my own ads. I've never trusted anybody to do my ads. If you don't see me doing it, it ain't me. Like, no. I've been doing this shit for 20 years. If it ain't got my name on it, it ain't me. So we can take that off the list. Let's take that off the list real quick. And so, yeah, but I had to make sure I put that on the list because I'm like, if I forget to say this, people gonna be ordering shirts and shit like, hey, Jeff. Like, nah, man, ain't me. That ain't me. I'm telling you, Jamil, man. It's no good to use to sell shit. Exactly. Like, I don't even know those people, man. I don't know. What up, Miss Christie? But here in Arizona, this is the last day of January. Waste management starts on February the 3rd for the next 2 or 3 days. This weekend, everybody's flying in. Golf clubs, luggage, suitcases. All the vendors are flying in. Everybody's flying in this weekend, man. This is going to be some money. Now, we did that. Like I said, we've been doing rides for the past few days. And I mean, we've been knocking them out the park, all private rides. Like I said, I haven't even went and made deposits yet. That's how crazy it's gotten. I haven't even had time to go to the bank to make deposits. And it's like, hopefully I can get to the bank today or tomorrow after this live stream, at least get situated so I can start, getting ready for waste management. Anybody who knows the Waste Management Open, it's a big golf tournament, one of the biggest golf tournaments in the world here in Arizona. It's about to get crazy. I've never done black SUV for waste management. Been doing Uber and rideshare for 5 years. I did the Jeep 1 year. I used my Beamer. The Beamer in 51 hours of driving. 51 hours of driving, I made $3,600. That was only on the apps. That wasn't even the cash I was getting. I didn't even count the cash. That was 3,600 straight apps. Now, if I could do that in the Beamer in 5 days, 51 hours, make 3,600, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this truck. I have no idea. Price is going up. And thank you, Manny. I appreciate it, brother. I got one of your people leaving Ahwatukee headed up Saturday. I'm going to take them to open on Saturday or whatever. So I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for that hookup, man. They hit me up. They said they're cool with it and everything. I just got to get prices together for them. That's all. I got to get prices together. So when we know it's going to be crazy, but I'm going to see what exactly our prices is going to be doing, man. Oh, yeah. 2025 is the year of marketing yourself. Don't depend on apps and someone else to market for you. Real shit. What up, Darius? I don't even know what I'm going to do in this truck. Because I'm going to tell you right now, man, everybody is out here with Square. Everybody's using business right now. They're using, business credit cards. They're using this is an entire write-off weekend for a lot of people, an entire write-off weekend. When you dealing with corporate America, like I used to deal with corporate America. You got to understand, when you're dealing with corporate America, they want to pay you. This is why Uber and Lyft going to be charging people up the ass. They want to pay you. So if I'm getting the money directly, I'm not using Uber or Lyft. I tell somebody $350 and they go, okay, cool. Hey, $350, he's going to take us there and take us back for $350. That's just one ride. Imagine doing that shit 4 times a day. You had $1,400 in one day. You $1,400. I showed y'all in the Beamer. I was making $800-900 a day in that little ass Beamer driving on Lyft Lux. Making $800-900 a day. I showed y'all on the whole video. The video's on my channel. And it's like, if I could make $800 or $900, I could easily clear $1,400 in that truck if I really play my cards right. And that's not even using no apps. That's just straight doing 3, 4, 5 rides. $1,400 done. Hang it up. Use no gasoline, no risk. Nothing on the road. What's up, Lisa? Man, I'm hoping, man, because last year, all I did was follow. When I had that Beamer, I just followed all the black SUVs. Because I was like, well, last year it rained. But the year before that, I said, you know what? I'm going to follow the black SUVs. So I'm just cruising around. Wherever I saw the black SUVs, I was in my little orange Beamer. If they was at the Tahoe Biltmore, I'll go to the Biltmore. They head downtown, I'm heading downtown. I was just following all the black SUVs, all $3,600 in 51 hours following the black SUVs. I had to charge the regular rates though. So now that I got my truck, I could charge black SUV rates. Hey, it's 5 of y'all, 6 of y'all. we'll do this. $300, 300 is cool. Because I just showed you, I just did a trip to the concert and back last month. Concert and back, $360. $360 to the concert and back. And that was from like downtown Phoenix to the Speedway and back, $360. And them people was cool about it. They was cool because they know if they're going to use the apps, they're going to be getting canceled because the apps ain't paying drivers to do that. Drivers are sitting around like, man, I ain't taking that shit. $19. So they're going to be sitting in parking lots all night, freezing cold. And I'm like, man, get a private ride. Get you a private driver, and that's how you're going to get it. Thank you, Lisa. I love your shirt. Hey, y'all know me, man. Apps are trash. I do accept cash. Because if we're going to do this the whole month of January, I've turned my app on a few times just to see what was out there. Complete trash, garbage. Trying to offer me rides like 2 miles behind me. I'm going this way. I don't U-turn for no. And then one ride was like maybe 6 miles, $20. It was a black ride, 6 miles, $20, but it was 2 miles behind me to pick them up. I don't U-turn for $20. Like, I do private rides. I'm a private driver. I only use the apps as a platform to contract with. But if I'm gonna drive for myself and do my own thing, I'm gonna do my own thing. The apps can't contract with me unless the apps want to pay me what I can't make on my own. My truck don't move a lot in the daytime. Like yesterday, like when we did the day of the 190, I did my early morning ride for 60. Then I did the 190. So that was, and then I did the 30. So I got 90 plus 190. So I ended up getting $280 that day, $280. And I maybe only drove tops, I think about maybe 2 hours, tops, 2 hours. And that was just, to and from and doing everything. $280 in like 2 hours. My truck don't move. It don't move. If the apps don't want to pay me, it stays parked. I'm not beating that truck up for these apps, man. I'm not doing that. They tried that shit. They tried it already. It was like, nope. Ever since I bought that truck, I'm like, we're going to do something different. Yep, 14 days to the protest. No Love Part 2, baby. Don't forget, go over to Professor Torson's channel. And he's going to explain the whole protest to you. How we did it last year, we're doing the same thing this year. And it's like, if people don't understand, like me, Charlie, we both drove the entire month of January without using a single app ride. The entire month of January with two people now who drove the entire month of January and didn't have a single app ride. And we're doing okay. Stop being scared. Stop being scared. When you scared to turn that app off, they know they got you. I don't even worry about that app. Like I said, I never have to lie to y'all. I'll show y'all. I haven't drove a single ride this entire month on these apps. So when somebody tells you, oh man, I have to make money. Me too. Ain't shit around here free. Ain't none of this free. So when I go out and make money, I'm gonna make it the way I'll make it. See, this right here is January the 27th through February the 3rd. That's the past week right there. Then this is the week before. Let me turn this thing down some. Dang it. That's the week before that. Then this is the week before that. Then this is the week before that. Then that's the week that has New Year's Eve on it. So the last time I drove on Uber was New Year's Eve. All month, didn't touch it. Same on Lyft. And I'll tell you, you can survive without these apps if you know what you're doing. I know a lot of people out there, well, in my market, you know what? Maybe your market is not right for rideshare or ride service because you're not right for rideshare or ride service. I don't care what market I'm in. I'm going to tell somebody, if you get in my car and you're willing to pay for a ride, then you can pay me. What's wrong with paying me? Well, I want to leave it on the app. Get out and leave it on the app then. You keep doing that shit enough times, people going to start realizing what's going on. They're going to say, dude, I can't get a ride from nobody. Why? Because they keep saying they're not getting paid enough to ride. So they keep canceling the ride and driving off. There's Lyft. That was this past week. This is the week before that. This is wait a minute. That's the week before that. That's the week before that. That's New Year's Eve. So I've driven a whole month, all the way through the month of January 2025. I haven't even done an app ride yet. 2025. I'm telling you, you don't need to do that. You don't got to play yourself out. And I got 2 card notes to pay. I got a Beamer and I got a damn Expedition I got to pay for. And do I look stressed? Do I look worried? No, because my city got my back, because I got my city back. When it's time for me to go out there and work and it's time for me to make money, they shoot me text messages. That's it. And just like this morning, this is what's funny. Let me see something. Oh, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where is it at? I just saw it this morning. Oh. Okay, you remember the when I was telling y'all about that one trip? Dang it, hold up. That one lady was like, "Hey, I need to cancel that birthday thing." She hit me up this morning. She said, "Hey, I need to book again. The birthday party is on. I need to book again." Because I guess something came up and they didn't book. She said, "Hey, I need to book again. The birthday party is on." Says, and if you're still available for Saturday, I'll take you up on an offer and offer for a ride and a ride back. I understand if you're already booked up. Thank you. I said, "Okay, just wrapping up a ride now." I said, "What times are you looking to be picked up?" And that was the last thing I texted this morning. What time you look? So that's my Saturday right here. So this is $160 on Saturday. And it's probably about maybe a 60-mile ride, maybe 20, 30 miles to get the Buffalo Chips. I don't even know how long it is from where they are, because I know they're in Peoria. They got to go to Buffalo Chips. So I'm saying about 25, 30 miles, good estimate. And so it's going to be a round trip, $160. Now, I'll probably take them to Buffalo Chips. Nobody's up there. I'll hang out for a while, sit back, kick, then come back, $160. Oh, Jeff, they're going to give you a Lyft balance, 5 black rides for $500. Oh, but I will tell you what Lyft did send me. Oh, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Ron. Hold up. Let me tell you what Lyft sent me. I have this thing called an Excellent Service Challenge. It's an Excellence Service Challenge. And I can make $100 if I do 50 rides. That's right. They have to be 50 black rides. There you go right there. Hold up. I don't know how to hold this thing. There it is. So I have to do 50 black rides. I think this camera's lit up. Hold up. There we go. That's better. So I have to do 50 black rides, 50 to make an extra $100. 50 black rides for $100. That's $2 per ride. They gave me $6 per ride to do basic Lyft rides. Remember when they had me do that basic Lyft ride shit and I made like $2,200 in like 30 hours? So they're giving me $100 to do 50. That's $2 extra per ride on black. $2 extra per ride on black. This is how it works for an idiot that don't know math. You're gonna give me $100 if I do 50 black rides. Now they don't even send me rides, period. So I'm not gonna make it. They're gonna throttle me anyways. I'm not gonna make it. But if they're charging somebody, let's say $80 for the black ride, but they're paying me $35, $40, that's $40. So if I only wanted $2 extra per ride, I could just tell the person, "Hey, instead of you paying $80, you want to give me like $42? I could say that. Instead of you paying $80 to the app, you just want to give me $42. I made an extra $2. If I really wanted an extra $2 that damn bad. But you know what I'm gonna do? If they're charging them $80, they paying me $40, I'm gonna tell them, "You know what, I'll do this ride for $65 for you." Now I made an extra $25. An extra $25 per ride. Imagine an extra $25 per ride for 50 rides. That's $1,100 I just made extra. $1,100. And they're saying they're gonna give me $100. The way I do it, I'm making $1,100 extra. The way they're doing it, they're going to give me $100 extra. I'm giving away a potential $1,000 just to drive on their apps because I don't know my own worth. You really think I'm that stupid to do 50 black rides for $100 extra? Do I look that stupid? No. You jumping my shit, you paying me fair market value. I'm not driving for $2 extra. We're going to give you $2. Bro, you got the wrong truck, man. Wrong truck. It's like, yeah, exactly, man. And I was laughing when I saw that offer come through. I could see if it said 1,000. If it said, do 50 rides, Jeff, we'll give you an extra grand. 50 rides, we'll give you an extra G. All right, because I can make it $1,100 if I do it my way. So $100 variant. I'm not arguing over 100. If I can make 1,000, if I can make 1,100 my way, you can make 1,000 your way. That's only $100 difference. I'm not arguing over that. But you're telling me, I'm saying I can make 1,100, and you're telling me you're going to give me 100. That's $1,000 variance. I'm arguing over $1,000. $1,000 in a week. No, I'm making that myself. I'm not driving on these ragged ass apps. Nope, I'm not doing that. So I'm sitting there looking like, nah, man, I'm cool. I haven't turned and looked on so long. I just checked to see if they got some. There's a TOS update, 12/13. Dang, Lisa, it's been almost 2 months since you turned it on. Oh, crap. Man. Uh-oh, there they go. What's up, Jamil? Oh, Derek's in the house. Oh, yeah, Chris D, man, I hate these companies. They really think that we don't know basic math. We're business owners. Everybody here is a business owner. We're not employees. You don't give me $2 extra per ride like I'm some employee. You're going to charge these people more than twice of what you charging me. And the sad part, what a lot of people don't realize, that $2 per ride challenge is coming during waste management. This is about to be waste management right now. You're giving me $2 extra per ride for waste management, but you're about to jack the surge through the roof on these people, but you're giving me $2 extra per ride. The normal rides that are $110 will be like $170, $180 now. And you're going to give me $2 extra because of that. So you charging these people $60 more, but you want to give me $2 more out of it. Maybe another $10, $15 on surge. You might give me $17, but you charging everybody $65 more, but you giving me $17 more out of that $65. Like I got my people this week. I got the 160. I got a Saturday one coming, another one coming up, waste management. That one will probably be about, because I think I'm going to charge about $125 to go. And then on the way back, I might charge them like $160, $170. So it'll be close to $300 round trip for these people. But it's during waste management. They're going to pay a lot more trying to use the apps, and they won't get a ride because nobody's going to take the rides during waste management for dirt cheap. If the apps are not paying, we got business cards, we got Cash App, we got Venmo, we got Square. It's going to be a lot of cancels. And I told these motherfuckers, if you deactivate me, it's cool. I don't even turn your shit on anyways. I only turn it on to see what the market value is looking like, because that's my market. This is my stock market. This is how I know how to value myself as a stock in the streets. If I see the stock in the streets is going for $175 one way, I need to be close to that. I could be a little over, a little under. That's stock market right now. So I'm okay. So market value right now on the black card is $175 for that ride. I'm not taking on $96 because stock market says it's $175 for that ride. So I'm gonna tell these people 150, 160. They might slide me 200. They might give me 150 like I asked. But you keep the apps because that's your market value. That's how you negotiate your business. When somebody says, "Hey man, this ride is only $45 on the app," and I'll say, "Well, for me normally I charge about $70 for that ride." Well, it's $45 on the app. Then you need to use the app. And I just walk off. I say, you need to use the app. If you're looking for a $45 ride, you need to use the app. And when they see the truck, they see the car, they go, you know what? You're right, because they are giving everybody discounts right now. So I'm like, so you can get a discount and wait for a Prius or something shows up. You got this black truck. I'm telling you 75. We can do it right now. All right, 75 is cool. Or they might say, what about 70? What about 60? They might try to negotiate back. It's cool. But it's like, nah, when the apps are giving discounts, I don't have to give a discount. So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. What up, Kev? Oh, yeah, I got to link you in a good area where you can talk, or is it loud there or what? Are you good? Yeah, turn on the rate to see where the rate is. That's it. I just turn it on to see what the market value is. If the market value ain't jumping, nope. I'm back to my regular stuff. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I covered a ride last night at midnight, 91st and T-Bird. Thanks to Sil. Okay, cool. I see what you got. Derek said, I covered a ride last night at midnight to 91st and Thunderbird for $60 thanks to Paulie. There you go. Okay, cool, Kev. I'll drop it in there for you, brother. Yeah, because I know sometimes it be loud out there, man. It be planes landing and shit like that. Larry, my brother, what's good? Is it what's up, my favorite defender on the intra-network tubes? Spitting off, hey, you know how I'm gonna make sure drivers get it in their head to make money. I don't care if you make more money than me. I really don't. I just need you to not sell yourself out. That's what I need. Hold on, I'm gonna bring on Kev real quick. Let me see if I can hear him. I gotta turn the music down. What's up, brother? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me turn this down. Hold up.
We be jamming.
Yes, reverbing back to my phone for a second. Hold on, let me turn that down. Yeah, it was coming back to my phone. There you go. What's good, brother?
Hey, how's it going, man? Just sitting here at the airport waiting on a private client. Uh,
Okay.
I just wanted to add my name to the list as somebody that hasn't used the apps all month either. Uh,
Oh yeah. There
you
you
know,
go. There you
I mean,
go.
it's going, and I don't know who that was, but hey,
Oh
how
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
doing?
That's Derek right there. That's Derek. That's Derek. Yeah, Big
Okay.
Kev and Jamil. He's on standby right now. I got Jamil down there in the box for a second. So
Oh, he's going to
yeah.
complain about something. That he's going to complain about something I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know he'll be saying I'm doing something wrong.
You didn't shave your mustache today, damn it.
But
No.
yeah, I mean, just kind of wanted to echo that. Like, hey, man, if you're not marketing yourself, you are so losing out on big time money, man. I mean,
Oh yeah.
last weekend alone, last Thursday through Monday, I only did like 2 rides a day, but I made like $400 every day.
There you go, man. There you go.
And
And
it
I'm
was just,
proud of you, Kev. Let me tell you from my heart, dog. And I'm proud of you. You know why? Because when I first met you, and we used to do private rides back and forth, and I had you doing Gilbert. You were doing that Gilbert ride for me, that guy.
yeah,
And we were just testing out the private ride market back then. And you were trying to always undercut Uber, undercut Lyft. Now you state your value and you let the customer just pay it. You don't
yeah.
undercut no more. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. You've come a long way in private rides, brother. I'm proud of you, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll even say this. I mean, I didn't even mention price on 2 of the days. I didn't even mention price, and they just, they say, "Well, how much do I owe you?" I said, "Well, it looks like the ride's sold about $80 or so," and they go, "Well, here's 180." All right, thanks.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And see, and that's what I love about you. You price it fair, and people want to pay you. They want to give you more because they can see you being fair about it. They see you
Yeah.
being fair, and they go, "Oh well, shit. Here's 180. Then here's $100 tip on that." We don't get that
Oh
off the
yeah.
app, man. The
So
apps ain't
then
gonna give you a tip like that.
the same person that gave me that tip, 2 days later, I used him as well. And I said, "Hey, I'm going to give you a discount on the rides because you took care of me the last time. So I'm gonna give you a discount on this ride, these 2 rides. 70 sounds good. 170. Boom.
Because it's
Okay.
how you are, man. It's how you are.
Yeah.
Tell me, brother,
You know.
you've come a long way, man. You've come a long way, brother.
Yeah.
You've been doing some serious work out there, man, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been helping the community out. You've been getting riders, used to doing, private rides and stuff like that. So, man, keep it up, brother. Keep it up, man.
Oh yeah. Like I said, the one guy's wife, he won't let her use Uber or Lyft. You use Kevin or you don't use anybody.
Exactly. Like, nope, don't even entertain them damn apps, man.
Yeah.
Don't even pay your money out of our community. I love it, man. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, yeah, I got Jamil sitting down below. I'm gonna let him
All
drop
right.
on. I got Kevin coming in after him. So yeah, brother. Hey man, I appreciate you coming in, Bighorn, man. Hey,
Yeah.
waste management. Be ready, waste management. You're gonna be getting
Well,
some text messages.
I've already got 2 rides lined up for waste management.
Oh, you're gonna get more, brother, because I'm gonna be hitting you up like,
Oh.
dude, are you on that side of town? Just let me know where you at, man, because I'm gonna be shooting you some rides because I'm gonna be all over the place, man.
All right.
So,
I'm in.
all right, brother. Good. All right, my man. I'm
All
gonna check
right.
you later, okay? I'll see
Put me
you in
down
the
at the
chat.
bottom. Let's hear what Jamil has to say about me now.
Yeah, let's see. All right, I'm gonna bring him in. Hold up for a second. What up, Jamil?
Hey man, his beard is crooked and his mustache is
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah,
Hey,
What's
he's
up,
got that.
I
y'all?
knew
What's
you'd
up,
find
the
something.
300?
Yeah, he's got that offset coming. He's got that offset,
Yeah, he's
man.
got that
It's
man. It's crooked. It's still crooked.
Oh
it's not
yeah,
crooked.
Yeah,
Nah,
look,
no,
it's
it's
just
no,
straight.
your
You
mustache,
straight.
the mustache. See
it's the
that?
way the
It
gray
might have been
the
longer
gray
on
is
one
crooked.
side.
He always mess with your
The gray
mustache
is
all the time.
crooked.
Yeah.
He always mess
I
with your
can't help
mustache.
the
And
way the gray
you know
goes in.
what? I am proud of Bighorn, because there was a time when I gave him a ride, and when I did that, I told him to charge him X dollars, and he undercut it. He undercut it, my ride. The
Yeah,
customer calls me back and he said, "Hey man, the guy is really nice, but he said because he wasn't driving a black car, he was gonna charge me less." Do you remember that, Bighorn?
Oh yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and he said, "Man, tell him, tell him not to undercut your rates because
you don't
that's
need a
one
black
bad
car.
thing you can do."
You don't need, and I think Kev figured it out. He don't have a black car, and he's still banking $170
That's
rides,
right, and
$180 rides.
that's why I'm proud. I'm proud of
Yep,
that.
because he used to be scared at first, like, oh, I don't have a black car. I'm like, you don't need it. We used to do
Oh,
stuff in
no.
the Beamer and in the Jeep. You don't need a black car.
If,
Just
if Uber is
sit right
paying me 25, can I just charge you 15? No.
no, just say 25.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, I'm proud of you, Bighorn.
Yeah,
All
Kev's doing it, man. All right, Kev,
Like I
man,
said, I can't help it the way the gray goes in, though. It's the way the gray comes
it's not
in.
about gray. It's not about gray. It's crooked.
He messing with
It's
you, man.
not crooked.
He messing with you. He bugging
I'm
on you,
looking
man.
in the mirror. It's not
He
crooked.
messing with you. Mine's crooked on my chin. I don't even care, dude. I'll be like, what if? I just hold my head sideways, make it look straight.
And don't worry, I ain't got a razor in the car, so you're not going to see me run off and come back again either.
Exactly. Like in that live stream. That was hilarious. Yeah. All right, cool, Kev. I'm gonna check you later, though, brother. Hey, I'll see you in the chat, though, Kev, man. All right, I'll hit you up.
Later.
Bighorn Kev, he was on the mic. What up, Jamil? I got Kevin Mangold on the back end right behind you. So,
all right, I'm gonna keep it short, man. I'm looking forward to our next few rides that we're gonna have at the waste management. Make sure that you have your teams ready, guys, because the teams is what makes you or breaks you.
Yeah. And a lot of people out there, they don't understand how massive of waste management is. So I'm going to make sure I do a lot of footage this year, because last year, I think I did a little footage showing this and that, but I did some when I was just driving through, showing people how the layout was. This year, I want to actually show you how crazy and much mayhem it is, and maybe even record a few of my conversions and talking to people about and make a video of it, because you guys need to hear it's just so much money and people want to pay you. Everybody's using company credit cards. Everybody's getting reimbursed for it. This is the craziest time of year in Phoenix, and it sucks that Uber and Lyft want to reach into our community and take money out of our community and stick it in their pockets. This is an Arizona event. This should be Arizona money. I'm fighting to keep this money in Arizona. If you are a driver, listen to this live stream. Please, if you let this money leave Arizona, this shit's on you. We are a rich state with a lot of rich events, with a lot of rich resources. Stop letting money leave our community through Uber and Lyft tech apps. Keep that shit here. Use small apps. Do whatever you can do to keep that money in Arizona.
And what's happening right now, so that you know, the Waymos are getting ready for this event.
Oh, they were all at the airport yesterday. Yep.
Just so that you know, we all need to fight Waymos, Uber and Lyft. And what Uber and Lyft are doing currently right now, I'm here with Luke, Frank, and a few other people at the waiting area here at the airport. They're throwing trash out. Because
they got riders declining it to make riders think there's no drivers so they can order a Waymo. I saw all Waymos line up at Terminal 3 yesterday. When I was coming through to come hang out with y'all, I came through and it was all Waymos sitting there, already people getting in them. It was maybe 2 or 3 Uber drivers, and it was all Waymos. They're doing that shit on purpose.
They're trying to overtake our business. This is our business, guys.
Yep.
And we need to fight it. I
need everybody to do, if you have TikTok, or if you have Instagram or you have Facebook, get on your Facebook, type a post today saying, if you are going to waste management in Scottsdale, Arizona, please get in touch with me. And I mean that you, the account holder, because you know us. You can get in contact with us, say, hey, Jeff, I got my friend flying. His name's Steven. He's flying in time for waste management. He's got a group of 4. Can you take care of him? I'll take care of him. And not only that, I'll probably kick you some cash out back just for giving me that ride. You help me out. You can be in whatever state you're in right now, getting paid for getting us rides here in Scottsdale. You're sitting where you are in whatever state you're in. You're posting on your Facebook page, I got drivers in Scottsdale, Arizona. Please contact me before using an Uber and Lyft. This is how you can make money for yourself where you are in your state, but you're referring people to me here. And I'm kicking you back through cash. Hey, man, appreciate that ride. Here's some cash up here in Venmo. So you could be sitting where you at. Now you're like, damn, man, I just made $300 doing waste management, and I don't even drive waste management. I'm sitting here in damn Arkansas making money from waste management because Jeff is taking care of me because I'm sending him nothing but rides the whole time. Make sure you use your social media. We are a part of the 300. We are a part of your team. Use your social media to get money. Wherever you at, you know somebody with a set of golf clubs. You know where they going to be at. You make money just like we making money. Keep this shit off Uber and Lyft. You got a team out here.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, if it isn't because of the private rides, I wouldn't be making any money.
Real
And
shit.
private rides are the way to go, guys.
Oh
Private
yeah.
rides. You
Oh,
have to do
and the
private
thing is,
rides.
yesterday it looked like we was doing a drug
Manny
deal.
just came in right now. He's honking.
Oh
That
hell,
son of a biscuit.
he's behind you, his ass. It looked like we was doing a drug deal yesterday in the parking
Look
lot.
at
We
that.
all
He's
walked
getting
up.
close to me, and I'm saying, "What's up
See,
with that?"
we all walked up and we all got all these big wads of cash and shit in our hand. Everybody's getting money and moving money around. And there was like, what the hell are these dudes doing in the parking lot? We doing
Yeah.
group rides, man. And
We
we
do
everybody,
group rides. We
hey,
do everything that needs to take away from these apps, guys.
yep. And we
I
take
don't
the
care
whole pot of
which app
money.
you're in, if you're doing private rides or whatever the case might be with the other company out there, go
Yeah,
ahead, do it. It doesn't
yeah,
matter. Get it
yeah. And we
done.
took and
And
we take the whole
charge
pot of
what
money.
it
Yeah,
should be.
exactly
Charge
that
the
part.
right amount.
And what we
Don't
do when we do them
undercut
private
yourself.
rides, we take the whole pot of money and we divide it evenly amongst everybody because everybody's got the same level of energy, the same weight, and we're pushing real hard. So
Oh,
we
come
split
on
the
in.
money all ways. I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
Kevin in real quick, man. I'm gonna bring Kevin in.
Okay, well, just say hello to Manny back there.
What up? What up, Manny the Cowboy?
Is that why you invited me in?
Exactly. Your ass is on the live stream, Manny. That's Manny the Cowboy, everybody. That's our guy right there. He One time he rode up to the terminal on the back of a bull. Shit was crazy, man. He's a
No,
true
it was a
cowboy.
mule. What are you talking about? It was a mule. It
It had
wasn't even
donkey.
it wasn't even a bull. It was a mule. I had a saddle.
He rode a donkey in the building. That's funny. That's funny. Man, that's crazy.
All right. I'll let you be, but just remember, make sure you do your privates, guys.
Yep,
And not
get it
only
in.
that, just one more thing. PAX is around the corner, baby.
We
We're
getting it.
coming
We getting it.
through.
Oh yeah.
We're
Oh,
gonna
we got
kick
back.
some ass in the
Oh,
valley.
I'm gonna bring you back on when I talk about PAX. Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll talk later. Okay.
All right, brother.
Bye.
All right. See you, Manny. All right. Yeah, you guys, and I'm gonna bring on the star of the show. This is my guy right here. Everybody loves Kevin Mangold, man. He's been a supporter of the channel for a long time. I met him on Pedro's channel actually, and ever since then, man, this guy, he's great. He's awesome. What up, Kev? My
Hi,
brother.
Jeff.
What's
Woohoo!
good, man? I finally got you on. I feel honored. I feel honored that you actually came on my live stream. What's good, brother?
Hey, I'm doing good. You know, when you went live, I was sitting at the house. I got a $7.60 McDonald's order going about 3.5 miles. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll knock it out. So
you ain't using no fuel. You're just chilling anyways.
yeah, and that's another thing too. Now, I love what you're doing with the rideshare drivers.
Oh, appreciate
And I
it,
tell
brother.
you what, it is so awesome. And
Oh,
you are
man,
so right. And I tell you one thing, Uber, these companies, not only are they literally charging an arm and a leg to the rideshare customers, but the delivery people, the customers who order DoorDash and Uber Eats, you know,
Oh yeah.
and
They screwing people, man. We got to figure out how we can get delivery drivers to get there, like that dude Trevor Deliveries or whatever up in Seattle. We got to help delivery drivers start getting their own shit going. Start going to restaurants saying, "Hey, call these drivers if you want your products delivered." That way, they can charge fees and give them like a whole list of like 6 or 7 different drivers in the area that do delivery, and that restaurant can call them, be like, "Hey, Kevin, are you available? Actually, I'm doing the delivery right now." Okay, they go down to the next person. Hey,
right.
Lisa, are you available? Yeah, I'm actually available. Okay, I need this delivered here and there. All right, cool. $8. $8 is fine because the restaurant is going to pay less. They're going to charge the customer $8 for the delivery. So the customer's going to pay less for the food. The restaurant sells more. Everybody's going to be happier if we can keep this shit local, man. We can figure a way out to do it.
I heard something, I guess starting July 1st, that restaurants here in Florida, they're not going to be allowed to upcharge on the apps.
Yes,
so
that's what I heard. People are paying a lot more for the food. Yeah.
And I can understand why the restaurants are doing it, because they're trying to recoup some of their costs because they're being charged an arm and a leg. Yeah. And I'll tell you one thing, these people who sit there and say, well, the DoorDash isn't making profits, Uber Eats isn't, that's a bunch of BS. I know damn well, but you know why they're not reporting profits? Because the lobbyists.
Yep, they
It's
don't
all
want to pay
going.
taxes.
It's all going to their lobbyists, and they're too busy suing every damn buddy because they don't want to give out they don't really want the customers knowing that, hey, out of all the shit that we charge you, we only get the driver like $2.
They be fucking getting people, man. They get them because I be seeing these orders for $1.70, $1.98. I'm like, there's no way the driver was only like everybody's not getting $1.98. The restaurant's probably getting like $3, $4. The app's probably getting like $7, $8, and the driver's getting $1.98 out of the shit. And I'm like, dude, and the driver's the one out taking all the risks, doing all the work. That's the part about it that I don't like right there. The driver's doing all of the work.
Mm-hmm. One thing I do is, especially in Uber Eats, I'll see a stacked order, right? Going, let's say $8, 24 miles. Well, I've got the experience. I know that usually, most of the time, the closest delivery in my area, the little black dot, is going to be best paying. So I'll accept it and I'll cancel and I'll look at the expected arrival times for the customer. Let's say one is like 5:40 and the other one is like 6:15. Well, goodbye 6:15 customer.
Gotcha, bitch. Cancel that shit and keep it moving. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, man. You delivery guys, man. I like watching some of y'all channels because y'all really explain the true breakdown of how this is going. And I was reading something yesterday. DoorDash is starting a pilot program where they're going to actually allow drivers to get benefits in retirement and shit like that. Did you hear about that?
Oh, Pedro did something about that. There's some kind of company out there, I think in California or something. I forget what it's called, but I guess you'll still be on DoorDash, but you're gonna be paid so much an hour, and you
get benefits, you get a retirement package. I'm like, this is all the shit we've been talking about anyways. Drivers doing all of this work, and when we're done, we have nothing to show for it. All the companies, like the restaurants, their people get benefits in retirement. The apps, their people get benefits in retirement. What does the driver get? Nothing. We get played like a tool. That's it. We get played like a tool. We are humans with families, and we walk away with nothing. Every other family has something except us. So it's kind of like, why are we doing all the damn work? Using our own equipment, and we're putting all this money into these cars. But yet we're sitting here going, what do we get out of the equation? What do we get out of the benefit by using the apps, by working for them? Nothing.
We get a big
and that's what we get evicted. And we lose our cars. That's about it.
I talked to this one delivery driver. I think she was like a worker at McDonald's, and she does like rideshare on the side. No, she was a delivery driver. And I think she told me that she also does rideshare. And I told her, I was like, well, for rideshare and everything, what you do is you convert the Uber rides. I'm like, I've been telling people, I tell other drivers, I'm like, hey, don't buy into their garbage. Don't let them brainwash you into. You don't have to take all this garbage.
Man, I appreciate you being a part of the 300, brother. I appreciate you, Kev, man, because you're not even a driver, but you're helping us out like that, and you're helping the community out like that. I appreciate that, brother.
And I'll tell you one thing: the reason why the elites have the power that they have is I feel like we're the ones that actually give them that power.
There you go. We tolerate it.
They don't get that power out of thin air.
No.
And I know I was watching some energy deal over there in Australia. The cost of energy is skyrocketing. Yeah. And they got this green deal. They want to put up windmills and shit and all this garbage. And so rid of that. I guess that I don't know when it was, but they wanted to put up this wind farm, and this one tribal community and everything. They were like, oh hell no, and they stood up. And they didn't put it there. It didn't go.
And it's all what we tolerate, like you said. If we didn't tolerate it, they wouldn't have that power. They keep pushing the envelope, and they push the envelope so far, rates are lowest that they've ever been, and they have profits as high as they've ever been. They keep pushing that envelope, and we keep tolerating it. Like you said, their power don't come out of thin air. It's because drivers and pigeons, buzzards, they're taking this shit. It's like, stop doing it, man. Just stop allowing them to have that power. Quit it. What up, King James?
Yep.
But you're right, brother. You're right, Kev, man. I'm glad you came on, man. I'm really glad you came on today.
Yeah, well, and I'll just leave it. Yeah, I'll just leave it at this. Not unfortunately, maybe the majority they'll never get it. But I tell you one thing, I think there's a few drivers that will actually hopefully wake up this year and the light bulb would finally click.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the year to do it, man. Please, drivers, I hope y'all listen to Kev. This is the year to wake up. We tried to wake people up 2 years ago. They called us crazy. They called us mad, angry, and emotional. We tried to do it last year. They said, oh, you guys are haters. Y'all just mad. Go get a real job. Now people are finally saying, wait a minute. These guys might be right, because this keeps getting worse, worse, and worse. It's not getting any better. It's getting worse. These guys might wake up. The light bulb has to come on at some point, and you got to start realizing they're taking money out of our communities. They're putting plans on the table to get rid of human interaction and rideshare and logistics for delivery and they're trying to get rid of human interaction because they want control. They can only control a robot. Humans, we kind of don't tolerate something. We say, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. That's what they don't want no more. They want to get away from the feedback and start saying, hey, we need to put robots in place. So wake up. So, oh yeah. All right, Kevin, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on for a second, man. Hey, much love. Hey, keep fighting for us, brother. Keep fighting for us.
I sure will.
All right, Kev. I'll talk to you later, brother. That's Kevin Mango. Most of you guys probably know him from Pedro's channel, so he's always in the delivery space a lot. But he's a strong supporter of the 300, man. And like I said, to me, he's, even though he don't do rideshare, he's a member of the 300. He's out there fighting for community, fighting for drivers to do better for themselves. He don't even like seeing drivers going downhill. He's saying, hey, stop selling yourself short. I'm not even a rideshare driver. Stop selling yourself short. Find a way to talk directly to this rider. Find a way to get money. And that's why I think the apps out there, the apps are scared because they know a lot of drivers are waking up. A lot of riders are waking up. And they're saying, why are we paying all this money for all these rides when these rides don't even cost that much? You're ripping off communities. If there's $1 million worth of rides in that community, why don't most of that $1 million stay in that community? If there's truly $1 million worth of rides in that community, $1 million worth of logistics leaving that community, the community might get $400,000 back. So now you just took $1 million community and you cut it in half because you took all the economy out of it. We're fighting to keep that money in the economy. That's what we're doing. And I'm glad people like Kev are standing up for us, man. Like I said, he's delivery and he still stands up for us. He's telling people, like Darius said, he's telling people, convert it. Oh yeah. I talked about that traveling. It's hard to convert when people can get rides cheaper on the apps. I tell people like this, I may not be the cheapest, but I'm the best. I'm the cleanest. I'm the most reliable, the most dependable. If you're looking for the cheapest, then you're going to sacrifice other areas. Because when people keep doing shit for cheap, like I was telling Jamil one time, when I was a mechanic, everybody used to tell me all the time, oh yeah, well, my cousin could do it for $50. Then get your cousin to do it. Why are you talking to me then? Because your cousin can't do it for $50. Because if he's doing it for $50 and everybody's using him to do it for $50, at some point, he's going to stop paying rent because he can't keep up at $50. When people undercut their own prices and they try to do something the cheapest way, their lifestyle becomes cheap. My price, I don't have to do a lot because I know a lot of people don't want to pay what I'm saying. So therefore, there are only a few select people that will deal with me. And when you're cheap, everybody's buying when you're cheap. And now you working 10, 12 hours a day doing cheap shit when I can work 3-4 hours a day and come out in the exact same spot you came out because the people I dealt with, they're not willing to sacrifice like service, quality, cleanliness, reliability. They're not willing to sacrifice none of that just for being cheap. Well, I need cheap. It's always going to be public transportation out there. It's always going to be people walking, always going to be people riding skateboards and bikes and shit. Everybody's not going to come into our realm. Be okay with that. You do not want 100% of the people out there. You don't want them because you're going to have a bunch of cheap ass people, a bunch of people who don't want to pay you, a bunch of people who want to try to play you out. Just like when I was a mechanic, a lot of people, they want to sit there and use your services, but they don't want to pay you for the services. They don't want to pay the shop $1,500, but when you tell them $600, they agree to it. You do the work. They only want to pay the $600. They want to try to get it done for whatever the parts cost because, you took a day longer than normal because you had to wait on shipping. And they think, well, I shouldn't even have to pay extra because it took a day longer. I don't control the post office, dog. I missed work yesterday. I don't control the post office, dog. That's not my problem. You missed work. I ordered the part because you wanted to be cheap. So you gotta order it offline. If you went to AutoZone and got it, you'd be paying 3 times that amount. But you wanted to be cheap. So therefore, you got it offline. Took a day longer. Installed it. Now you mad about the 600 now. That's why you cannot deal with people who are looking for cheap. They are cheap people, and make sure they stay as far away from you as possible. I don't want to deal. I'm not a cheap person. When people ask me for something, I'm willing to pay a fair amount. Why? Because I'm only once in a blue moon when I need something from somebody. I'm willing to pay. Like when Eric came and picked me up, I told my client, now the Uber app was saying $16 for the ride because it was only like 11, 12 mile ride. They were saying $16. I told my client 30. My client gave Eric 50. We're not cheap people. I don't deal with cheap people. My client probably knew that she was going to pay $16, but he's like, why am I going to pay you 16? I'll just give you 50 because I took the car from my house to his house. We were doing an upgraded service for him. Ain't no shop bringing you your car to your house in the middle of the night to make sure you got it in the morning. Ain't no shop doing it. They telling you, we'll find a way to get it here. We open at 8. And you still pay the shop more. Me, I'm willing to bring that shit to you 9 or 10 o'clock at night because I can call my buddy. Like, hey, man, can you come get me from here? I'll pay you. Cool, no problem. That's how it works, man. Oh, yeah, it's going to change with the black. And that's the thing, traveling. When I had Kev on here earlier, Kev was saying how Kev has like a blue, he's got a blue truck. Was like a blue SUV. And he actually does private. Like when Kev first started, he was kind of, thinking in Uber terms. He was thinking of being discount services. And he was always wanting to give people a discount. Now Kev will tell somebody 70, 80 bucks, they'll give him 170, 180. When Kev tells somebody 40, 50, they give him 40, 50, $60. He's not doing that cheap rides no more. And he don't even have a black SUV. They just know he's always going to be there. Kev, when I gave Kev one of my clients, he was one of my the clients that had to keep, he's a recurring client, had to go to work every day, come home every day. Kev never flopped on that guy, never gave that guy one single excuse. Kev is reliable. That's why he don't have to be cheap. Kev's reliable. He's dependable. You can depend on Kev to do it. He don't have to be cheap. When you got to deal with cheap people, that means they're hustling you and they're only here for a quick minute. I'm not a cheap driver. When I tell people what to pay me, they know Jeff will get you from the airport. He'll pick you up. He'll do this. He'll do that. Why? Because that's Jeff. He always does it. He's dependable. I mean, you can go cheap and keep getting declined on all the time. It's like, man, oh yeah, as it took the month off. Mookie said, yeah, the waste management going to be off the hook next week. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, Kevin has a gold Equinox. Okay, it's gold. I thought it was like kind of bluish color. It's a gold Equinox. Everybody has different stuff. And that's what it is, man. It's like people out there. It's like, my truck is too nice to give discount rides with these cheap ass. I'm telling you, Billy, you white Escalade? Nah. We don't do cheap. We don't do discount rides for that. Because just for you to fix a seat, it's probably about $400 or $500 to do a seat. So that means you got to have $400 or $500 on standby in the bank somewhere saved for that day when it comes, when that seat goes out, the recliner or something else breaks. You got to have that money because you got to get it fixed that day and be back on the road the next day. What people don't realize is that when we fix our cars, we need to fix them today. We can't save money by sitting around and going to a W-2 for the next 3 months. This is our job. This is our money. So if I can't fix it that day, when my tires come in, my tires have to be put on that night. When my headlights come in, they got to be put on right then and there. Anything happens, it's got to be fixed on the spot. It can't be, well, I'm just going to go work on my W-2 for 2 or 3 weeks and still make. No, we don't have a W-2. This is it. The longer our truck sits, we don't get paid for it. So therefore, we're paying ahead of time. We're charging people ahead of time for the damages we may incur for it can be fixed that day. Bumper falls off. Guess what? That bumper going to be back on later that day. I'm at the shop. I'm ordering a bumper. I got this coming in. Bam. It's done already. That's how quick we move, man. And that's why I got to have multiple cars because when one is down, the other one's up. Like I had to do BMW rides last week because I had the tires off my truck for like a day and a half. So I started in the morning. By the time I was done at night, I had one tire left because I had to keep taking breaks. Finally got that tire done. The next day, then I was back to using the truck. But I had to use the Beamer to do my private rides while the truck was on jack stands. But it's like, you got to have the money, man. You got to have the money on deck. Because if you don't have that money sitting there, you can't make it driving if you can't drive your car. That's why I tell people, why aren't you driving for profits? Why are you not driving to have money on standby? Why are you not driving to have an envelope full of money sitting somewhere? You need to have that money because the day something happens, you can't drive to make that money that you don't have because your car's down now. So you got to change your mindset. This is a business. This is not a hustle. It's a business. And you got to have, a reserve. That cash reserve is for a blown engine, a blown transmission. You're going to be down for a week, down for a month. You might be down for 2 or 3 weeks. Guess what? Bam. You got the money in the envelope. You got $7,000 in the envelope. Transmission was $3,500. You got the $3,500. Got that put together. You was down for a week or two. Guess what? You ain't even miss a beat. Bills still paid. Your envelope is flat. But guess what? You can start refilling that envelope back up because you back on the road now. Transmission gonna last you another 160,000 now. So you cruising for the next 160,000 miles, not worried about that transmission. Fill that envelope back up. Something else goes out, envelope kind of goes down a little bit. Start filling that envelope back up. And that's how it works. Because if you ain't got no envelope at all, your car's down, you have no envelope, you sitting there like, well, damn, what am I gonna do? You just sitting at the table like, damn. It's like you don't want to be at that point looking like a Kendrick Lamar CD cover. Damn. With a big period at the end of it. Damn. Like, man. Oh, yeah, you have to get commercial insurance because there's idiots here in AZ. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's what it is, man. So do you charge the same as what Uber Lyft charge? I do a few dollars. Well, seriously, it depends. It depends because a lot of times Uber and Lyft don't charge fair amounts. Uber and Lyft, they give people incentives because you got to realize Uber and Lyft gets money from other sources too. So they can subsidize a ride. They were giving free rides to people out in California during the fires. So if they're giving free rides to people in California and you want to charge less than free, that means you got to pay people to get in your car. I'm not paying nobody to get in my car. They said, well, Uber and Lyft is giving us a ride for nothing. Well, I'll give you $5 if you let me take you. Like, what? Yeah, man, I'm $5 less. How do you $5 less than zero? I'll pay people $5 a ride with me. I'm not trying to be that. No, fuck that. No, I never charge. If I happen to charge a few dollars less, it's because Uber and Lyft was probably overcharging to begin with. So if they're overcharging to begin with, yeah, I'll come in less. But if they're undercharging, I say what my price is. And they say, well, Uber and Lyft is only charging like $40 for that. This is black SUV. I'm not doing a $40 ride for that. No. So you could just call Uber and Lyft in because the driver is probably only getting like $14, $15. It's like shit. And if they do that, yeah, I'll get the 40 from somebody else. This is, man, base rides on what you know your worth is. Your time is exactly. Because I tell people, if somebody's saying, hey, Uber's charging me $40 for this ride, cool, take it. Because I could be sitting in Phoenix. You could be sitting in Los Angeles. That means I have to drive from Phoenix to Los Angeles to pick you up to do a $40 ride. Always look at the distance you are from somebody. I could be in like Gilbert. Somebody might be way up in Cave Creek. And they say, oh, well, Uber's only charging me $15 to go to Happy Valley. Well, I'm in Gilbert right now. You want me to go from Gilbert to Cave Creek to pick you up to take you to Happy Valley for $15? That's almost an hour and a half, 2 hour ride. You got to look at where I'm at. And I charge based on where I'm at, where I got to be, and where you got to be. All of that shit makes sense because I charge for dead miles is what I do. Like when people say the other night, how'd y'all get $190 to go 22 miles? We each got $190. These people paid almost $600 to go 22 miles total round trip. They said, why would somebody pay $600 to go 22 miles? Because you're dealing with 3 black SUVs who are very high quality drivers. We are waiting for you. We're not taking another ride and leaving you guys hanging or stranded, risking us breaking down on the road somewhere, getting a flat tire. We're going to sit right here and wait for y'all to finish eating dinner. Because we charging this rate, we're here to drop you off. We're here to pick you up. We'll wait an hour until you finish eating. So while they were eating, we went next door and ate sushi and smoked cigars and shit. So it's like instead of us going out there and wrecking our shit, tolling our cars out, not being able to come back and pick up our party, we leave the trucks right where we dropped them off at. And we walk next door and we eat sushi. When they're ready to leave, we leave the sushi place. We open the car doors. They're ready to rock and roll. That's how you charge somebody $600 for 22 miles of driving. That's how it works. And I guarantee the apps were probably like, well, we'll charge you less. It's only 22 miles because the apps don't sit there and wait for you to eat. The app's got people out there ripping and running, going all over the fucking place. But how are you going to find three black SUVs to drive in unison all at the same time? We call it our presidential package. You're going to find 3 black SUVs to show up at the same time. 3 of them trailing each other wherever you got to go, splitting if we have to split, and we all in communication. Uber drivers don't talk like that. You can find 3 people on Uber Black or Lyft Black SUV. They're not talking to each other. They're showing up at different times. You might get one guy over here, one guy over here, one guy over. And I end up switching my wheels out just so it can look more in line with the convoy we roll with. I'm like, I don't mind switching my wheels out. I don't mind. Because when you roll the Lincolns, they've got gray wheels with silver. So I ordered gray with silver. Now I got the charcoal black wheels. We might put them on the other expedition so we can just roll 2 black expeditions or whatever. So I'm telling you, man, you gotta do it. Bravo say, hey, I got a private $20 for 4 miles. That's it, $20 for 4 miles. Oh yeah, Greg. Hey, that's what he said. We call it the presidential package. We show up looking like the president. We roll black SUVs in. We always have the same setup. Everybody's in the same setup. We roll in. We all get out. We suit it the fuck up. If we got we about to all get earpieces. Real shit. We talking about getting earpieces. We gonna really do presidential shit. We gonna get earpieces so we can communicate as we're driving, and the people around us don't have to hear what we're talking about. So if we say, hey man, we got like the other night, it was me, Jamil, and Luke. We're driving our people to the restaurant. Accident was on the highway. We couldn't go all the way down to Camelback. We had to get off at Glendale. Luckily, all of our GPS said it. So I think Jamil was in the front. He threw his flashers on. I hurried up and got over behind him real quick, and we got off the highway because it wasn't going to go anything. Otherwise, your president, your convoy splits, and now you got people in all different parts. You don't know where everybody is. The convoy split up. We keep our convoy lined up. Who's ever in the front, if you're making a drastic move, throw your flashers on. Throwing your flashers on, your hazard lights on, it's like, okay, he's about to make a move. He just threw his hazard lights on. We got to pay attention. Jamil go all the way over to the HOV lane. That's how we knew he was going to make that move, because he threw his hazard lights on. He made his move. We moved behind him. Otherwise, we're going to wherever GPS says go. But now we're going to get the earpieces. Like we all got our 2 ways. We're going to get our earpieces so we can talk. Hey, we got an accident up here, or we got to get off the road up here. We got this. The convoy stays with each other. When you're dealing with Uber black SUVs, you don't get a convoy. You get a driver you order through the app and another driver you order through the app. Now, we coming through like the president. We call that shit the presidential package. We coming straight through. We're going to get you there and we're going to get you back. We've done it twice so far. 2 successful presidential rides, man. And we got something crazy coming up. We ordering other stuff for the trucks. We got something crazy because we're going to do some business executive level stuff, and we need more things in the truck to make that happen. So we talked about it last night. We coming up, man. We coming up because we want people to get what they're paying for. We're not getting pigeon pay. Somebody pays us. I want them to feel like, man, that shit was worth my money. That wasn't no fucking Uber ride. That wasn't no Lyft ride. That was worth my money. And I need everybody on this chat to feel that way. If you got to put LEDs up under your seats just to give a little bit of glow, just a little glow up under your seats. If you put something different in your car, if you get different seat covers, like my man Nick, when he came to my house and we put new red seat, he had gray seats. We put red seat covers all in his black car seat, and it had that waffle. I mean, this shit was looking nice. Whatever you do differently to your car, make sure you're doing it with the thought that I can charge somebody a little bit extra because I'm doing something different with my car. Uber and Lyft are not paying people. They're not paying people to do things with their cars. What we do to our cars, we can't afford it if we was just driving on the apps. They're not paying enough. Private rides are paying for all of this shit. How am I going to pay for these wheels? Private rides. Like I said, if I could do, $190 for 22 miles and I got private rides set in my phone right now, I got like probably 3 or 4 private rides in my phone right now for a total of almost $600. 3-4 rides for $600 sitting in my phone right now. That's not even counting the ride I don't have. I have a ride hitting the airport Sunday. I don't have in my phone yet because I don't know what time they're coming back, but I know they're coming back Sunday. That's not in my phone yet, but I dropped them off last week. So it's like, you gotta, man, when you starting to do these private rides, you've got to line it up. Do not be scared to make that money. You got a lot of people out there who's trying to scare you from making that money. Oh, you don't want to do that. I think it's scarier to let strangers get in your car, especially at this day and age when strangers are doing weird shit. I'd rather have people that I know that have linked up with me. They know somebody else who knows somebody who said, hey, call my boy Jeff. He does private rides. I'd rather deal with that person than some random I'm just pulling up to at some nightclub at 3 a.m, drunk, high on coke or whatever. And Uber says, hey, Ed, take this person from here to there. You don't know what's going to happen. You might get to fight in the car with this person. You don't know them people like that. But yet when you do private rides, you're knowing who people are. You can trust people. They trust you. Y'all know each other's dogs and kids. You're talking life and everything. You know their jobs. I mean, it's when you're doing private ride, you become a totally different level of customer service. And not all of our clients want to talk. Some of them do, some of them don't. Sometimes they're in there working. A lot of people get in, hey, Jeff, how you doing, man? How's Sika doing? How's that little crazy dog doing? It's familiar when they get into my car and we're talking about the dog and I'm talking about their dogs and we're talking about their kids and the job and stuff like that. It's a familiar place. It's a comfortable feeling. They're like, I'm familiar with this. This is what's up. This is what's up. So that's what I want to pass that kind of energy on to other drivers out there who are looking to get into the business of doing private rides. You got the professor out there who offers a course, who gives you all the baseline foundation. Because like I said, you can't build a house on quicksand. If you want a strong foundation, talk to somebody who does this, who has fleets, who has commercial insurance, who knows how to get chauffeur's licenses. He's got all that laid out on this channel. So when you sit there and you look at it, you're building your house on a solid foundation that can't crack. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been hearing so much shit from people on YouTube. Oh, it ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna do that. I've been doing this shit for 5 years. They still complaining. We buying more cars. They still complaining. They're always going to complain. They're going broke. They're going broke trying to make me go broke like them. And I don't listen to them people. Like I used to say on my live streams all the time and in my videos, watch who you listen to, because you may end up in the same position they're in and you may not want to be in that position. If you want to end up in a better position, listen to people who are in better positions. If you're listening to people who are low, who down, guess where you're going to end up? Because they only know what they know. If they knew more, they wouldn't be where they are. If they knew more, they'd be up. So you listen to somebody who's down. I don't listen down. I listen up. Like, tell motherfuckers, listen up, listen up. Don't listen down, listen up. Let me bring my music back in. I just heard it in the side of my ear. I was like, hey. Something happened to my screen, jumped way over there. Like, what the hell, man? Yeah, my screen jumped all the way over. I'm trying to talk and my screen was like, hey. I said, listen up. And that shit went all the way up. Like, man. Yeah, a lot of people are too scared to talk to their clients. That's why they're still doing Uber and Lyft. I'm telling you, Greg, man, they're scared to make money. That's what it is. They're scared to make money. They want to sit up there and think, well, the more hours I drive, the more I can make. The more hour you drive, the higher costs you're incurring. And I don't even mean opportunity costs. If I'm on the apps 8 to 10 hours a day trying to make $200, but I got this one client saying, I'm willing to pay you $200. The opportunity of me getting that $200 is gone because I'm so busy screwing around on these apps all day. I never even know this client exists because I'm busy screwing around. I don't even know his $100 clients out there. I don't even know his $170, $180 clients like Bighorn Kev get, $190 clients, $360 clients that I get to and from the concert. I don't even know these people exist if I'm screwing around on the apps all day. Opportunity cost is it's a real cost. And too many people don't understand what an opportunity cost is. I'm like, the opportunity of you doing something else, losing money when you could be doing this. It's an opportunity cost, man. Say, why that song sound like Friday After Next? Hey, this is my man Bobby Vicious music right here. He produced this. Like I said, he's man. This guy, he's got a couple of other tracks I'm gonna probably start looking into. I want to get a few tracks off of him. But like I said, I purchased a 10-year license off this guy for this track. It's a 10-year license, so it's basically $100, $10 a year, $1 a month. I could use this track for less than $1 a month. So I'd like to thank everybody at the barbecue who actually support this channel, who actually do shit like this, because this is what I use the money for. I use to help build better content, to build music, to go out and this guy, he's a small local producer. He's not somebody corporate. He's a guy who's getting this done, producing music like this. So the barbecue, I use the money I get through you guys' Cash App and Venmos and everything, and I give it back to the community. I say, hey man, if you're trying to build something here, this is my community. The 300 take care of me. Now the 300 taking care of you now. And I put that music, it's a 10-year license with this. I'm going to get another one of his songs, do the same thing, 10-year license. So now I'm giving him $200 for 10 years, $20 a year. $20 a year is almost $2 a month. It might get up to the point where I'm paying like $8 a month because I got so many different tracks of his I'm using, and we can use it. We can make videos with them. We might make a presidential ride black SUV, man. We might make a presidential ride black SUV video. I can use all this music for anything I want to. I can have 8 different tracks just using it, man. See, that's Ricky Smiley stealing theme song, Jeff. It's stealing the theme song. That's funny shit. But that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I try to help other people out, man, because I know what it takes, especially to produce music. I used to be a music producer, and everybody wants to steal your beats, and they don't want to pay you for your creation, your art, your time, sitting in the studio, sweating and shit, you know, fucking hot ass summers in the garage, creating beats and everything. Nobody wants to pay you for that. So when I meet a good producer, I'll say, you know what? I got you, man. I got you. Because I know what it's like. Well, the license is not only for strikes, but it's also for copyright. So because any producer out here who makes a beat, that's their beat. It's their creation. So imagine if I did a rap to this rap it made a global hit. It just made a global hit. He still has rights to it too. I'm just licensed for it, but him and I share rights in it. So therefore, if it turns into a global hit, I become a millionaire, he becomes a millionaire. Because this is I'm just licensing it. This is not my property. I'm licensing the use of it. So hopefully if anything ever happens, if I do make a rap or I do something, or somebody says, hey, who produced that beat? Oh, Bobby Vicious produced that beat. They know who to contact. They can license it, or they can license another one of his tracks or whatever. So what up, Marquise? And so that's kind of how music production works. So what's the split? Depends on the contract. A split could be anything. It could be anything. It could be a 50-50 split, 70-30, 60-40. It depends on how you set up a contract. Every split for every contract is not the same. That's in sports. That's in rideshare. That's in everything. Every split is not the same. Every ride you take, the split ain't the same. So it depends on how you do it or whatever. So if you want a certain split with them, then you got to talk to them about the kind of split you got. And that's how you come up with a contract. You negotiate what split you want based on how much work you're doing, how much marketing, distribution, all of that. The music business is not cut and dry. It's a lot of gray area. And if you want to be involved in music, you got to understand that gray area, because that gray area is where it fucks people. People think they getting something, then they don't get it. They're like, why ain't I getting it? You didn't read the contract, did you? It's gray area. That's why a lot of people don't even do music no more. That gray area got their ass. So yeah, you can go to BobbyViciousMusic.com. Let me see, it's Bobby Vicious. Oh, I don't know how to spell that shit. Oh, there it is. My mic is in the way. Vicious, MUSIC. Wait a minute. .com. Before I even post this shit, I'm gonna look at this thing, because I know I got messages from him in here. I'm gonna make sure I put the right damn shit in there. Let's see. Vicious. All right, I'm looking for this. I know I got his name in here, man. Where is he at? There's so many people text me since the morning. Okay, there it is. Vicious, MUZIK. I knew I had something wrong in here. MUZIK.com. Yep, bam. So that's his right there, BobbyViciousMusic.com. So you can check out his channel. Not only that, but you can look at some of his contracts and see how it's all laid out. Because he lays out, when you start looking at his contracts and the terms of service for some of his beats, they're all not the same. So some of them are different than the other ones. So what up, lady? Kev said all kinds of people with golf clubs here at Sky Harbor. Be ready. Do I need to get off the live stream? Well, we only an hour into it. So it sounds like a lot of people are starting to land. I'll probably head to the airport, maybe round about, I don't know. Well, I'll turn my app on like 5 or 6 to see how the market's looking. Because if it's looking good, I'm gonna put it on Black SUV, see who hits. I'm not dropping. If I drop a level, I'm 100% converting, because I am not doing no. The other day, Luke showed me a ride from the airport all the way up past the 202 going north. It was $13. We do those rides for $120 all the time. $13 is what the app is paying you. 1/10 of what you can make. 1/10. They're taking 9/10. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, Bobby Vicious, man, he's a solid producer. He's got some other tracks that I'm looking at too, but like I said, with the money I make, man, I'm invested into creating content, but not only that, into making this enterprise a little bit better. No, YouTube doesn't pay. A lot of YouTubers across the board are complaining that YouTube don't pay what it used to pay. And it's true. A lot of them are quitting. I mean, there's people with 3 million subs quitting YouTube because YouTube don't pay. 4 million subs quitting YouTube because YouTube don't pay. It's crazy, because I think a lot of them, they're using the money And I think because YouTube is owned by Google, they might be investing all this money into Waymo. We don't fucking know. We don't know why they just stopped paying content creators. Everybody's getting like half of what they used to get and shit now. Me, thank God, a lot of people support me on like, you know, Cash App and Venmo. And Jeff, keep up with the content, brother. Keep doing it, man. Keep it. Because they know if I'm not sitting here doing content for this hour I'm sitting here, I could be out making $190 instead of making zero. But I do this shit for the community. I get out here and I help people out, man. Views pays on YouTube. It's the views. Subs, once you make 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, it don't matter. You can have 1,000 subs, you can have 20,000 subs. You get paid exactly the same. The thing is, you just want to have more views on your content because the views are what really pays you. Low views, and you only get paid every 1,000 views. So if you get 500 views on a video, it's one half of whatever that are. If your RPM is $10 for that video, you're only getting $5 because you only got 500 views. You need 1,000 views to get the full $10. So a lot of videos don't make but 1,000 views, 2,000 views. So you might get $8, $9 just for that video, $8 for that video, $20 for that video. You might get that. When I can be like, shit, fucking wash my truck, throw me some slacks on, shit, head out the house, make a couple of $100. So I don't even gotta do live streams. I tell people at this point, YouTube is just for promoting what we're doing in rideshare, promoting the protests we have, it's promoting the energy we got out there. It's not about making money right now because YouTube don't pay shit. Real talk. I tell people this shit, they don't pay. Everything that I got going on right now is from packs to sponsors. I got, you know, rides going out there. All you guys who are sponsoring me through Cash App and Venmo. YouTube, flat. A lot of content creators are saying that right now. The shit's flat. Yeah, views help the algorithm too. But it's not just the views, it's trending topics. YouTube is huge on trending topics because they want to take all the smoke from every other website. So whatever topic is trending, they try to keep it on YouTube. My channel, I really don't do trending topics, man. I'm just not into that shit. I don't want to be a fad channel. I want somebody to come to my channel a year from now, watch this content and say, hey, I'm gonna do what he say. A fad plays out when the fad is done. People talk about something for the hot moment and it's like, cool. Yeah, Jeff paying YouTube right now. Oh, real shit. I'm paying YouTube right now to use this shit. Shit, me sitting here, I'm paying YouTube about $80, $90 an hour because I could be out there making money. That's the fuck I'm sitting here for. Like I said, opportunity costs. Everybody's got to pay something. The opportunity cost is real because I know how much I'm worth. I know how much I can make. If y'all, like I said, from the 2nd to the 3rd, from the 2nd to the 10th of February, you may not see a lot of content from me because YouTube ain't gonna cover what I can make in these streets. You might not. So whatever videos I got on this channel, that's the shit you're gonna have to watch. Old, new, whatever. Because I'm gonna be out making this money. YouTube can't cover what I can make on my own out in the street for that 1 week. They can't make it. Because I can kick ass that whole week, pay 2 months worth of bills. I can sit on YouTube for a week and not even be able to pay my fucking phone bill. It's like, shit's different. It's real in the field, man. So yeah, so I tell everybody, if you want to start a YouTube channel, hey, it's all good. But make sure that you can rely on it. Because there's people who get demonetized that quick. They might drop one bad video with a bad title or a bad community guideline, and next thing you know, their shit gets taken. And now they sitting there with no content. It's just like rideshare. You could be deactivated off of Uber, Lyft, wake up one day deactivated. YouTube is the same. It's exactly the same. You could wake up one day and there's nothing. You like, dude, how come my YouTube channel is demonetized? Same with rideshare. You might wake up, how come my account is deactivated? Private rides, me doing mechanic work, me working for myself is the best thing I could have ever did. Because can't nobody take away what I can create for myself. On somebody's platform, they could take that shit away. Nope, you ain't got nothing. Rideshare the same way. Oh yeah, man, we all appreciate it, brother, but you got to get your money. All real talk, man. I get it, brother. Trust me, I get it. And like I said, and I appreciate, companies like PAX who sees the value in channels like this and said, Jeff, we need you to stay online. PAX covers all this shit. You think YouTube is not as important to me as PAX is. If YouTube took my shit all today, PAX is still there. That's the thing about it, because I'm creating shit in my own community, doing things in my own community. So these live streams that I dropped that whole month when I didn't drop no live stream at all, YouTube was pissed. Pissed. Guess what? When I came back, YouTube was trying to fucking take care of me then, because they was like, okay, we see what happens when you don't do live streams. Ain't no super chats, ain't no super thanks, it ain't shit out there. Like, man, Jeff gonna be on the wasteland for, oh yeah, waste management. I'm getting them, man. Getting them. I'm gonna be out there killing them on that shit. They're gonna be like, what the hell? Any updates on PAX? Oh yeah, we've been doing all the app testing for 2 weeks. Cause like I said, the apps are actually on our phones now, but only a handful of us because we're doing beta testing right now. And we're working out the bugs because we don't want to release this app to too many drivers out there and have to deal with all these people bitching the whole time. That's what happened with Hum. And everybody knows how Hum is. When Hum released that app, there was a lot of bugs and kinks they didn't fix yet. They were just dealing with people bitching the whole time. It wasn't even about fixing problems. It was about dealing with bitchy drivers. You got to realize, man, a lot of these people coming on these newer apps are people from the Lyft and Uber space. They're not people who's never driven before. And who do you have on Lyft and Uber? A bunch of bitchy drivers who are used to complaining about Uber and Lyft. So they open a new app. If that new app has problems, guess what they're going to do? Act the same as they did on Uber and Lyft. We learned that watching Hum. Hum couldn't even fix nothing because they were just fielding bullshit all the time. Just fielding bullshit. I can't, I won't, I don't, I didn't, all fucking day, every day. So what do? We quiet that down by just not even releasing the app to nobody. Only a handful of us got it. We're using it. We're doing beta testing. We're taking rides. We're doing things, this and that. And yeah, exactly. All these guys that are coming, Uber and Lyft are paying shit right now. Yeah. And so we're fixing all the kinks right now. Little stuff like sometimes the icon wouldn't go in the direction that my car was going. Like if my car was going north, the icon should be pointing north, but it was still pointing east-west. So fixing little things like that. Sometimes, you know, the icon for a pickup location could have been like over, like around the backside of a building instead of a front side of a building. The shit that Uber used to do all the time, putting people in alleys because they were using the trash service routes. So when Uber and Lyft was using the trash service routes, everybody's pickups was by dumpsters and shit like that. It's like, oh, we're gonna use the Google trash company route. And you're like, why the fuck am I behind the building in the alleyway trying to drop somebody off? It's like, yeah. Like, man. This is the others, man. I was listening to that PAX video, man. It got me hyped. I had to remember I'm in a restaurant with AirPods on. People looking at me like, is this guy all right? That's funny. Is this dude cool? Motherfucker over there dancing and shit like, hell yeah, motherfucker, hell yeah. Man, this is why I left Hum, man. I couldn't take the bitch, and I hope it PAX is the answer, man. Yeah, see, the thing about PAX is we're going to be professional levels. And PAX is we're not charging anybody to be on it. It's a completely free app. It's free. The only difference is that we control the flow of, not really control the flow of where riders go, but there's teams and everybody has their teams. They're going to have team leads and stuff like that. If you're not available, like if you're out of town for the week and you got people trying to book you, your team lead is going to be able to book those people with other drivers because you can't book. You'll be like, well, I'm out of town for the next week and a half. Every ride that's coming through, you tell your team lead, hey, I'm out of town for the next week and a half. Okay, well, this person's not busy. Shoot him too. So all your clients are going to be taken care of. You ain't got to worry about nothing. If you don't have that team personality, that team mentality, PAX is not going to work for you. And a lot of people don't have that team mentality, that team personality. They got that I'm on top of, I'm the best. They got that shit. It don't work here. Like my channel has never been like that ever. It's always been an inclusive channel. So when you got people who are not inclusive people, who are more like braggy people, they don't work out in teammate situations. They don't, because they're never going to feel like they're a part of the team. They always want to be like, I want everybody to look at me. I want everybody to look at me. Look at how well I'm doing. Look how much money I'm making. I'm better than you. Always trying to be one up on people. Oh, I did a $100 ride. Oh, I did 150. I did a $300 ride yesterday. Oh, I did 450 yesterday. I did a $60 ride. Oh, I did a $90 ride just now. It's always that one up motherfucker. Always gotta, instead of saying, oh man, congrats, dude. That's good shit. $60. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Get that shit, man. Get it. Instead, you got the one uppers. And there's a lot of one uppers on Hum. A lot of one uppers over there. You say, oh man, I just did a $120 ride today. Oh, well, I did 170 today. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I got a $50 ride set up tomorrow. I got a $200 ride set up tomorrow. It's like, dude, can a motherfucker just say congratulations? Hey, that's good shit. It's like, damn, dude, what the fuck? Motherfucker can't even like, have a good time saying something. It's like people want to put you down every time you say something. They want one up on you. They just want to make you feel a level down than them. That's not team mentality, and you don't go that far because people just shut down, and people don't come to that group no more. People just shut down and stop fucking with that group, and it's like, nah, I'm done dealing with this shit. Because you go with a group who, like I said, Bighorn Kev, we tell Kev exactly why we proud of Kev. We tell him exactly why we proud of how he is, because we know how he used to come into the game and where he is now. He's using and implementing the strategies, man. And this shit's working, and he's seeing it is working. It's seeing it is working. Say, hey, Jeff, I did a $5 ride. Oh, I did a $7 ride. I'm $2 up on you. Like, shit. Yeah, man, stay away from him. And that's why, you know, we let Kev know we proud of him. And Kev let us know. And we try to embrace that teammate, and we push people up. And we say, man, keep leveling up. That's all you can do. Because if you believe in you like we believe in you, you have no idea about your potential, man. Your capabilities out there, no idea. But if every time somebody come up and they say, oh, man, I can't believe I just did an $80 ride. I can't believe I just did an $80. Oh, well, I did a $120 ride. That's nothing. I just did 120. Motherfucker, I ain't never did an $80 ride before. I'm just happy I did an $80 ride. Oh, well, that's nothing to me then, because I do 120s all the time. That's nothing. Just leave people like that alone, man. Don't even fuck with people like that, because you ain't gonna get nowhere with them. You mean the teamwork in the Hum WhatsApp? That shit was crazy. We muted them after the first week. He said, I muted them after the first week. It was like, man, I know sometimes you go in there, it's like 190 comments of just one-upping each other. I'm like, that shit's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. So Jeff, honestly, I had a $5 ride today. I did a favor. I saw this girl like a grocery store. I was in a parking lot, and she was struggling if she planned to walk. I was part of my community, so I took her for free. She gave me a $5 tip. There you go, brother. That's what's up. Shit. Sometimes you got to do what you do, man. That's what I'm saying. He said some people are always saying that they're doing 300 to 400 at the daily basis. They're lying to their teeth, and they're not even doing private rides. They're saying they're getting this shit off the apps. Oh, I get it off the apps. I do $300-400 a day off Uber and Lyft. I only work like 5 hours. Okay. But no, man. But that's why, you know, the energy has to be there. The energy has to be there for rideshare to work and for ride service to work. Because if you don't have a team of people around you, you want to pull up. You want to see do better. And like I tell people, I want to see people do better than me. I don't just want to be the only one doing good. I want everybody around me to do well, so we all can be taken care of. So we all can say, hey, man, I got you. Like one time when my battery went out, what Jamil do? Jamil rolled up. Jamil picked me up. He wanted to see me do better. He could have been like, oh, sucks to be you, motherfucker. Your battery's out. That's horrible. That sucks to be you. Haha, that's what your ass get. He could have been like that. He was like, where are you at? I said, I'm Broadway and Alma School. Be there in a second. Or Broadway and Dobson. Be there in a second. Shot around the corner. Bam. He was right on the highway. That's teammate shit right there. When I first bought my truck, Jamil put my mat in the back. Was like, hey, man, here's a cool ass mat to protect your truck. You know, this and that. You don't want the luggage to fuck up your trunk. Here you go. Yesterday, when he's got the Expedition, I was ordering something for my truck online. So I ordered it because he's got almost the same truck. So I just ordered 2 of them. Because that's my partner right there, man. That's my homeboy. I'm like, man, this is my brother right here. Let me order 2. So it's like, that's what we do, man. When I'm looking out for me, I'm looking out for the people around me too. And there's not a lot of drivers out there like that. They wake up and they feel inadequate. And they feel so inadequate, they want to put down the next person so they can feel better about themselves. Oh, man, my life sucks. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go tell everybody I just made $700. Hey, I just made $700. Knowing the motherfucker damn well didn't. But people say that to try to make everybody else feel less. And it's like, I tell motherfuckers all the time, I didn't make shit yesterday. I show people the truth about what I made on New Year's Eve. I show people, I said, I made not even $900 in a black truck. My best ride was my private ride. I didn't even make $900 on New Year's Eve. I made $1,000 in that little ass car. This is how you can tell a rideshare. It's not my driving. I'm available, ready with a better vehicle, better service. It's not my driving. It's the industry going down. But yet you got, oh man, I made almost $2,000. You know, I made this. I made this. Yeah, right. Where? Oh well, they're gonna pay it to me on an invoice in 6 months from now. Okay. It's like, sure. And that's why I tell folks, man, watch who you talking to and because that energy around you sometimes is not uplifting. It's one-up energy, not lift-up energy. I don't want no one-up energy around me. I want lift-up energy. Lift me up, motherfucker. If you see your brother down, lift your brother up. And that's why we always let people know, you know, you're doing well, you're doing good, man. Hey, keep that shit up. We get a lot of people in this chat that's talking about, you know, on the channel, they talk about, you know, I just did my first ride. I did my first private ride. The first thing we say, congratulations, welcome to the barbecue. Now you're in a 300 now. This is how we do it. You got to start like that. Oh, I did my first private ride today, man. Hey, we cheer that shit on. We don't sit up and go, oh, well, that's nothing. You know, I got 100 private clients. You only got 1. I got 100. That's those one-up motherfuckers say stuff like that. I don't like that. I'm not on that energy level right there. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Everybody's going to be somewhere. Everybody's going to elevate over time. Support your brother, support your sister, support your family around you. That's how everybody comes up together. But if you want to keep people away from you, just keep doing that one-up shit. Just keep doing one-up. Every time somebody says something, instead of saying congratulations, good job, just say what you did to make what they did seem little. Just keep doing that shit over and over. People going to stop coming around you. Why? Because every time I get my little accomplishment, man, motherfucker, better than me. Every time I say something, they better than me. It's like, I can't be nothing, man. That's that group you dealing with. And you will feel it. You feel that energy as soon as you walk in the room. You can feel it. Because like I said, you come to the barbecue, a lot of people, man, we chant people on. Motherfucker like, hey, man, today I woke up. Motherfuckers told me, I said I was only getting paid $30 on this app. Dude slid me $100 bill. We love that. We like, dude, do it twice now. That's what I'm talking about. Now do it twice. You $100, man. You halfway through your normal day, through your standard. Do that shit one more time, brother. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. We don't sit up there, oh man, well, only 30? Oh, you shorted yourself. I would have took more than that. You shorted yourself. I can't believe you took that. That's short. I used to say shit like, yeah, man, I did an $18 a mile. Oh, well, people don't get in my truck for less than $25. I don't even let them in for 18. Man, it was like 6 minutes, $18. Oh, well, you're stupid. You took $18 for 6 minutes. Oh, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. Bro, $18 for 6 minutes. That's you get 10 of those in an hour. You get 10 of the 6 minute increments in an hour. If you're getting $18, that's $180 an hour rate you're running right now. $180 an hour rate. And you got idiots in these chat groups. I'll do better than that. That's stupid to me. $180 an hour, and I got to get at least $250 an hour. $25 just to get in my truck. If you're not giving me at least 20, you're not getting in my truck. That's that group. I'm telling you, you people stop fucking with them real quick because they keep doing that shit, man. They keep doing that, and people be like, bruh. If this ain't on your energy, if this ain't on your energy and on your level, just say, you know what, good shit, or just don't say nothing at all. I'm telling you, Kev, man, $18 for 6 minutes is good shit. I love it. I'll do $18 for 6 minutes all day. $18 for 6 minutes all day long. But yet you get some groups out there that'll tell you, that's nothing. This is not enough. Those are those one-uppers. Trust me, they out there, and that's why people don't fuck with them that much. Oh yeah, yep. You gotta leave them cats where they at. They will always give off negative vibes, and it's not building vibes. See, JK, we're trying to build over here. You got constructive and you got destructive. When you get around people who are destructive, you can tell, like you said, that negative vibe. You can feel it's trying to destroy your happiness, destroy your feeling of accomplishment. They're trying to destroy it. It's a destructive vibe they're giving off. A constructive vibe is like, hey, build on that, man. You got one client, shit, build on that. Try to do 2 clients, man, build on that. So you got constructive and you got destructive. The barbecue always been constructive. Hey, build something. I've always been an engineer in the garage welding, always putting cars and shit together. I love to build shit. Oh yeah, $10 for 1.5 miles is you do 10 of those a day, you don't win like 11 miles. You don't win 11 miles and you done got what, $100 for that to go 11 miles. That's basically what we get doing our little presidential rides. we get like that when we got the 190 for going 22 miles. That's the rate we got right there. That's the rate we were getting right there. That 190 for 2 miles, for 22 miles. That's the rate. And you can get that same shit in delivery. You just got to spread it out over your day. That's all. You're like, dude, I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to do 10 of these today. Shit, $10 for 1.5 miles. Kick back, decline, accept. You basically getting exactly what black SUVs get. That's that presidential. That's not pigeon pay. That's presidential pay. When you getting that shit, that's presidential pay right there. Like shit, $8 1.5 miles. That's presidential pay. $10 1.5. That's presidential pay. Shoot. So you ain't getting pigeon pay. Hey man, I'm gonna get 70 cents a mile. Pigeon pay. That's real shit. The presidential pay. But man, we gotta keep doing that, man. That's why I've always wanted to make this channel the way it is. I know we got a lot of haters and buzzers and shit that fly around this channel. I don't deal with them because I know how they are. Like I told people, man, when you see angels out there, all angels don't got wings with a harp. Some angels got a sword and they got a shield. I'm that one. I'm that angel that fights back. I don't sit there and take that shit from nobody. So if I'm trying to look out for my people, look out for my community, you might approach an angel with a shield and a sword. You might be approaching Gabriel or somebody. You ain't approaching a motherfucker playing a harp with wings and shit. I'll fight back. And so I protect the energy on this channel by keeping them buzzers and them bullshit people away from us, because I know what we're building over here. And I know their main intention is to come here and destroy what we're building over here. That's all they focused on. You can even see people in the comments, oh, I can't wait till y'all get deactivated. Oh, I can't wait. They're over here to destroy shit. That's what their whole energy is based on. I keep their ass away from us. Every once in a while they come in, they try to sneak through. Oh, yeah, I knew he's going to get this, and I hope you this and that, and I hope this happened to you. I'm a hater. Then keep your hater ass away from me. Like, the fuck I want to sit around dealing with you for all day? Like, see ya. Because we got other things to do. We got clients to meet. I'm not trying to sit and deal with haters all day. I got clients to meet. We got money to make. We got drivers to help figure out how to get paid better. So I don't waste my time with clients. People say, Jeff, why do you be blocking people, getting rid of people? Because my time is not going to be sitting here dealing with these haters all day when I know I can help 3 drivers instead of spending time with 10 haters. 3 drivers are going to be better off. 3 drivers are going to be making money. 3 drivers are going to be paid well. They're going to be able to get a different car in a year from now, something like that. 3 drivers spending. I'm not giving them haters my time. Hell no. I'm not dealing with them because I can help 3 drivers. Them 3 haters going to be hating even more next year because now them 10 haters, them turn into 20 haters because they see all of these drivers doing better. They see everybody doing private rides. They see everybody, oh, yeah. I hope they wreck. I wouldn't take his advice. He's stupid. Cool, whatever. Say, thanks for your information. Been doing Uber and Lyft the time they landed in Baltimore. Now I'm definitely convinced that it's time to step up my game. I'm telling you, RMC, I'm telling you, man, these apps, they know whatever they put on the plate, desperate drivers are taking it. And we used to take that stuff, man. We used to sit around all night scouting it. I mean, I got videos showing me scouting in parking lots, sitting in parking lots. I'm like, dude, why am I sitting in parking lots waiting on a ride when I could be on Facebook marketing myself? But I could be letting drivers in different forums know, hey, man, I could be putting myself in all these different forums, going to communities, giving business cards out to people. Why am I sitting in a dark-ass parking lot waiting on Uber and Lyft to pay me? The money is out there. I'm waiting on them to tell me where the money at, and I live here. I know where the money's at. And I did a video showing me sitting at Jack in the Box, getting out my car on video, walking with my car, giving it to 2 dudes that was sitting on the ground, turn that into a $30 ride. They only had to go down Mill Avenue. They went down Mill. I turned on like a little side street. Bam, they was at home already. $30. I'd have been waiting on Lyft to send me a $6, $7 ride the whole night. $6 for 2 miles, Jeff. You want that? You want that, Jeff? $7 for 3 miles, Jeff. You want that? I'd have been waiting on that shit all night. I showed the video, me getting up out of my truck, walking around. I was like, hey, man, I saw you guys couldn't fit in that car. Here's my card. If you guys need a ride, man. And they was like, right on the video. It's like, oh, really? Yeah, well, we just got to go right down the street. How much? I don't know, like $20. You end up giving me 30. Motherfucker, cash at me $30 on the spot. The ride would number maybe like 3 miles probably. So it's like we can sit around and we can wait on these apps to pay us, or we can start reacting and saying, hey, this is my community, man. This is my community. I know where the money's at. The money's by ASU. I need to go sit at Jack in the Box because everybody got their phones in front of Jack in the Box because you can't get picked up by the clubs because there's too much construction going. So everybody walks by Jack in the Box, phones wide open. What do? Pull into the Jack in the Box parking lot, get out your truck, business cards. You can't wait for the money to come. You got to go get it. You can't wait for the money. You know where it's at because you know your community. When it's a game going on, when it's an event going on, you know where the money's at. You can't wait for the money. Why you waiting on Uber Lyft to tell you where the money at? You live here. You know where the money's at. Park that car, get out, get your business card. Hey, man, anybody need a ride? Here's my business card. Hey, even if you don't need a ride tonight, hey, look up for me for future rides. I do private bookings and everything. You know, this and that. Somebody say, hey, can you actually take us down to Chandler? I can if you need a ride right now, man. Here's my car. Oh, hey, he can take us. Hey, how much? I don't know, $45, $50. Perfect. Because they're charging us $92 right now. It's like, I know it because it's surging like crazy right now. I'll do it. Like, shit. Be right out. And that's how we make money in our communities. And it's a lot of people out here, man. They're not ready for that level yet. Look, what Billy Proctor say, bro, I started driving about 2 years ago and ran to your channel. I was like, there has to be a better way. It was called the Jeff way, recline and decline. He said, my acceptance rate went from 90% to 8%, made 10 times the money. Exactly. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, Billy, hey, real shit. And this is the thing. Lyft sent me they sent me a challenge. I got to do 50 black rides, and they're going to give me an extra $100 if I do 50 black rides. I'm like, that's $2 a ride, and it's during waste management. You gonna give me an extra $2 a ride during waste management? Doubt it. Nope. Ain't it, man? I don't fall for that shit. But you know these pigeons, ooh, extra $2 per ride. But they're charging these people extra like 40, 50, 60 and giving you $2 out of it. Ooh, we charge him extra 40 and he only wants $2. Damn, he's a pigeon. It's like, yeah, I'll leave that app off. I'll talk to somebody. Because if I cruise up and you got a lot of people out there, oh, trust me, somebody's tired of waiting. Somebody's tired of getting declined. That's why we tell people, keep declining those rides. When you decline those rides, you're opening up your community for private ride service. And that's going to help you out a whole lot better as a private driver. When you're declining rides, it's going to help the app say, if we don't pay them more, nobody's going nowhere. So the apps are going to raise the rates up. Okay, we're paying like, it sounds like 50 private clients. Exactly. So we're paying 17 for that ride. Let's add, let's make it 35. Let's double the price, 35. They'll sell it to somebody for 17 if they'll take it. If an idiot takes it at $17 for like, let's say 10 miles, they'll take it. But if you turn around and put it $35, okay, 35. Oh yeah, now that's a black ride I would take now, because it's $3.50 a mile, easy day, cool. It ain't no heavy traffic. I'll do $3.50 a mile. I could do that. But yet they sit up there and try to sell these rides $1.90 a mile for black and black SUV, $1.90. But they're selling these rides to them for $8, $9 a ride. So they're keeping $6 a mile, and we're getting almost $2 a mile. Nah, man, crazy. All right, Billy Proctor, man, you be easy out there, brother. Be easy. Oh, Greg, I ain't doing it, man. I'm not doing it. I'm not touching it. And what about when you do a private ride and the app shows a third of what you're actually charging? You think the customer's going to feel happy about that? Exactly. And it's like, that's why a lot of these people are like, hey, they're even asking. Riders are asking now. That's why I love the way that this shit's all working out. Riders are walking up going, hey, man, what if we just slide you $100? Can you just take us to the hotel for $100? Because they've been charged about 130, 140. They see a black SUV. They know what the rates are. They're not stupid. 130, 140. They're like, dude, what if you just get $100? Cool. Because what's the app going to give you? If it's not that far away, you might get 30, 35 out of the 100. And so you're like, damn, they charge you 140 and they pay me 35. So you saying the app kept $105 off that black SUV, right? Yep, they kept $105. And if you take it, it's a deal you accept it. But if you say, hey, man, this is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to be fair. If you're fair with what you're willing to pay me, I'm willing to do the rides. Like I said, you got a lot of cheap people out there. Oh, we'll give you $40. Like Eric, he be saying, people be saying that shit to him. $40. $40. It's like the app is charging. Well, the app is only going to charge me $45 for it. I'll do it for $40. But they're giving people like a 30-40% discount right now. I can't do a 30-40% discount ride just because the app is doing it. That's still a far distance. I can't do it. Nope. And we got to stand our ground and just not do it. King James, my brother, was good. Oh, yeah. A lot of delivery drivers that'll do $1 per mile. Great. Exactly, Kev. And that's the thing. It don't add up after a while. That $1 per mile stuff does not add up, because if you want to make $100,000 a year, and if that's your benchmark, that means you got to drive 100,000 miles. I'm not trying to drive no 100,000 miles a year to make $100,000. If you say I want my rates to be $4 a mile, I got 12 months to do $4 a mile. You can be very selective, and you can find 25,000 miles out there, and you can make $100,000 because you said $4 a mile. That's a little more than $2,000 a month. I mean, 2,000 miles a month. So at 2,000 miles a month, about 4 weeks, that's 500 miles a week. You got 7 days to do 500 miles. If you did 100 miles a day, you'd end up with 700. So if I do 100 miles a day at $3 to $4 a mile, and I'm just declining everything else, I'm gonna make $300 to $400 a day, declining everything else. Something like I said, when we do our rides, what do? We can knock out $200 in one ride, knock out $200. We've knocked out $400 in a ride before. A ride to and from the Kentucky Derby, $400 one day, $400. And it was probably 60 miles total, 30 miles there, 30 miles, not even that probably. 30 miles and 30 miles back, $400. And you're done with your day. You don't have to sit on the apps and sit in parking lots and fight for scraps. You don't got to do that. Oh yeah. If you want to make 100,000 a year, and if that's your benchmark, that means that's what the pigeons will do. Yep. So I'm like, my gas ain't not giving me a discount. Exactly, King Jordan. Exactly, man. Say my gas ain't. I don't care about Uber Lyft giving you a discount. My gas ain't giving me a discount. Shit, the same price. Same price. But man, and that's what I try to benchmark everything on 100,000 a year. And the thing is, even if I don't make 100, even if I only make, let's say, 70,000 a year, I know what I'm doing to get to the 100,000, and that 70 has to be in that same line. I'm not going to say, well, since I only want to make $70,000, I'm going to drive 70,000 miles. Nope. I'm still not doing $1 a mile. Not doing it because you're eating up. Imagine how much it costs you per mile doing that. It's going to cost you in fuel, purchasing tires, purchasing brakes, repairing your car, oil changes. So everything you do to add to these miles over the cumulative of 12 months, any car repair you've had, if you got a $2,000 car repair, guess what? That $2,000 that eats into those miles. So if you drive 2,000 miles that year and you have a $2,000 repair that year, that means you made $0 because every mile you drove was $1 a mile in repairs. So you're negative 2,000. If you make $2,000, you're at zero now because you made 2,000, spent 2,000 on repair, and you drove 2,000 miles. You're at zero right now. With car repairs, it's the same way. If you drive 30,000 miles and you say, well, I'm going to drive 30,000 miles, and you have $15,000 in repairs. That means it was running 50 cents a mile is your repair rate, 50 cents a mile, because you drove 30,000 miles, but it cost you $15,000 in fuel and repairs. So you're already at 50 cents a mile in fuel and repair costs. That's not even depreciation and wear and tear and other shit. It's just fuel and repairs. $15,000 that year, only made $30,000 that year. 50 cents a mile is what you cost. So if you're taking $1 a mile rides, you're really only taking 50 cent a mile rides. That's really what you're getting paid, 50 cents a mile. So you're walking away with $15,000 in profit, gross profit, not even net profit, gross profit to live on. $15,000 to live on for a year. That's worse than just you just sitting at home getting EBT. I mean, you might just sit at home and get EBT cards all day. But I'm sitting there like, yeah, Kentucky Derby is a gold mine. Oh yeah. So I start looking at how much am I not spending on the gas by letting my truck sit in the driveway until my scheduled rides hit. Opportunity costs. I can sit there, I can use my phone, and I can go through all my rides to see who's doing whatever. Let me see some. I'm going back through here real quick, making sure like ain't none of my clients hit me back yet. Nope, everybody's good. So you can sit on your phone all day, text all the clients you got, just let them know, hey, this weekend, my schedule might be open for some spots. Even if nobody hits you up, even if text your clients, hey man, this weekend, my schedule's kind of opening up a little bit. If you guys happen to need a ride or something like that, they might be like, oh, we're going to the symphony and we were talking about Uber and Lyft today. I'm so glad you text me. I knew I had your number somewhere in my phone. Text your people, let them know, because Uber and Lyft sending everybody emails right now. They're sending everybody text messages right now as we speak. Why ain't you doing the same thing? Letting your people know, hey, I'm available. Don't forget about me. Oh, we got you. We just don't even know where to go this weekend. All right, just letting you know. Cool. And you stay on their mind. See, look at that. Private client done, $80 in the pocket. And then somebody right now on Uber and Lyft driving about 8 or 9 of those rides to make $80. He did it in one ride. Or they're doing 4 rides at $25, but each ride is about 40 miles. So they had to go, 160 miles to make what Kev just made. They had to drive 160 miles to make that $80 when Kev just made it doing one private client. So it was like, yeah. Say 3 days only because I got a 300 quest. Yeah, exactly. That's it. 3 days only because I got a 300 quest. And see, the thing is, I don't even get nothing on Uber. I get no quests on Uber no more. Because Uber knows how I operate. They're like, yeah, this dude, he don't play with that money. Because I know they throttle. And when they be throttling, nah. Look at opportunities. I have no opportunities in here. None. It's just telling me about what's happening Friday, Saturday. Ooh, Supercross. The AMA Supercross is Saturday, 8:30 to 9:30 over at State Farm Stadium. I didn't know Supercross was coming in Saturday, February the 1st, Saturday, Supercross. But I gotta go to Cave Creek. I gotta Cave Creek or to Buffalo Chip Saturday. We'll see what time they want to do it. If they text me back about it. Otherwise, shit, I'm going to Supercross. Then Tuesday, Waste Management actually starts Tuesday. Ooh, this is gonna be, man. This is about to get crazy, y'all. This is about to get crazy. 8 miles from airport. There you go, brother. There you go. Yeah, so now what else? Let me see. Oh, and I forgot. I got a list here. I keep forgetting. We already talked about waste management. Okay, business cards. For everybody out there that's doing business cards, do me this favor, because sometimes, you know how not always when you give your business cards, people call you back. See if it's okay if you get their number. Just see if it's okay. Say, hey, what about if I get your number? Say, even though you're giving a call, say, yeah, okay, here's my business card, but let me get your number real quick, because what I do is I put all my people on a mailing list, when I'm actually available, when I'm not available, when I know I'm going out of town, let you know. And that way you got their number in your phone now. Because if you just give them your card, you're waiting on them to message you just so you can have their number. But if you say, hey, I usually get my clients' numbers too, because I want to make sure, because when I'm not available, or if I got to go out of town, or, I'm getting car repairs or maintenance done, I like to let people know so they don't think, I'm available. It's kind of like how you can let people know if the store is open, if the store is closed. So try your best to get their information too. Don't just always give your business card. Sometimes get theirs back, especially if it's somebody who you really, it's a group of six, and they're like, yeah, man, we always go out. We always do that. Get somebody's number in that group of six. Get somebody's number, because that number is going to come in handy, because they're going to let that one person going to let everybody know in that group. All right. Thanks, Kev. Thanks, Darius. Hey, man, I'm telling you, Darius, that's what it is, man. We got to let people know that it's not always us giving a card and sitting around waiting. We got to be proactive for the business. Be like, hey, here's my card, but hey, can you do a favor? Let me get your number too, because I like to let my clients know when I am and I'm not available. And sometimes you might think I'm available for a flight or something. So let me get what's your number, and already have it open, already to the keypad. Say, what's your number? They tell you the number. Dial it, hit call, rolls through. You see it on their screen. All right, cool. All right, Mark, I got you locked in, Mark. Appreciate you, brother. Man, hey, and like I said, just hit me whenever you guys need a ride. Put client, Mark, whatever, restaurant you just dropped them off at, PF Chang's. And that way you remember he's a client, he's Mark, you met him at PF Chang's. You know exactly who that is. After that, if you say, hey, man, they never text me back after dinner. It's coming about 9:30. Text, hey, Mark, I know you guys said you needed a ride after dinner. Oh, yeah, bro. I was wondering which number was yours. I'm glad you texted me back. Yeah, we'll be done about 15 minutes. Can you come back? Got you. No problem, brother. No problem. I got you. And that's how you can keep that proactive communication going. You don't always have to wait till they contact you, because sometimes 2 or 3 phone numbers can hit, and they might be sitting there going, damn, I don't know which one of these numbers was the driver. I can't remember. I didn't lock his number in, but this number called, that number called, that number called. Shit. But you text them and you let them know, and always put a picture of your car in there. Let them know what your car looks like so they remember, oh, it was that car. They might remember your name, but they will remember your car. Take a picture of your car, text it to them. Hey, don't forget, this is Darius, private driver, this, and that's it. And they go, oh shit, this is Darius, private driver. They'll lock you in, lock your car in, everything. You're locked in now. So that's what I wanted to make sure people knew about, being more proactive with the business card approach. Give the card, still give it, no problem. And tell them to take pictures of your card and text it to people if they want to. But make sure you get somebody's number in that group, because you got to be more proactive to make sure Uber ain't trying to send you, trying to send them hey, make sure you book with us. Get a 25% discount right now if you book with us after dinner. No, fuck that. You already got a call already called. So, hey, Darius, I'm telling you, man, it works. I got a lot of numbers in my phone from them. Be like, hey, I know you guys saying you're going to call me after dinner. Let me make sure I'm still in the area. Let me get your number so I can make sure I'm still in the area. And I'll text you if I'm leaving the area or something like that. And they go, okay. Always give them a reason for why. Because when you ask people for information and you don't give them a reason, it seems kind of sketch to them, probably. Because if I go, hey, can I just get your number? They go, well, I got your card. I'll call you. Can I get your number? I got your card. I'll call you. But he said, hey, let me get your number, because if I do happen to leave the area, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot you a text, let you know that I'm leaving the area. And when I'll approximately be back in that area, when your guys are probably wrapping up dinner or whatever. Oh, cool. No problem. No. Okay. It's 480. All right. And just hit call real quick. Calls, lock their name and number in. And you can text them in a couple hours or so. Be like, hey man, oh yeah, we just went over to a bar real quick. We just hopped at a bar. Can you pick us up when we leave this bar? We'll be leaving in about 30 minutes. You were proactive and you text them. You didn't wait till they text you back. You text them. And now they're like, oh sure. They just walked across the street to a bar. Bet. I'll be back in that area in about 25 minutes or so. And when you guys are wrapping it up, I'll sit there. Use the other 20 minutes to wipe your car down, clean out the seats, get everything, take all the cups out the back, the straw wrappers off the floor and shit. Get the car clean so it looks like nobody was even in it. And that's you. Now you were proactive with them and you ended up securing that ride to dinner and from dinner. If you just give your card, it's a 50-50 chance they might call you, but they might not. But when you text them, you're engaging with them, and they're like, "Oh, I like this driver. This driver's a go-getter. This motherfucker hitting us up. He's making sure. He's like, hey, I'm gonna text you to let you know when I leave the area and when I'll be back. So I just want to make sure you got a ride. That's all. And as long as you're letting them know you're doing this for their benefit, that's what's up. But if you just say, hey man, give me your number, for what? People ask that shit all the hey, can I get your number? No, you can't. Motherfucker, you didn't give me a reason. Hey, can I give you a call tomorrow? For what? It's like, always give that. You gotta seal that deal with logic. And once you put that logic in there, hey, let me get your number because fill in the blank. And you tell them exactly why you want the number, your business plan with them, and how you plan on benefiting them by you having their number. And when they see it as a benefit, they'll give you the number. They say, oh shoot, that's beneficial. Here's my number. Because you're helping them out. It's like, and that's how it works, man. It's business psychology. You know what I'm saying? It's business psychology. It's making sure you're engaging in business, but you're doing it from a psychological standpoint. You're putting yourself as a customer saying, what would I want to hear somebody say to me? And it's like you're reversing that shit on yourself by saying, I'm going to say that to you because I'm going to imagine you sort of being like me. Like I would be wondering this, and this. And you're almost like selling yourself to yourself. What would it take for you to buy something? For me, efficiency. I like efficiency. I'm big on efficiency. I like to get shit done. If somebody says, yeah, man, this, and they're kind of slow about it, I probably won't deal with them. They're not efficient. But if they're, hey, man, we're going to do this. We're going to drop this person off here. We're going to move this person here. 2 cars go that way. One's going to go that way. That sells me. That's a very efficient plan. Because other night, me, Jamil, Luke, we had that going on. Danny, we had that going on. We had this group of 16. And we picked everybody up at the same place, but everybody was going to different places afterwards. That was throwing us right there. So we had to go sit at sushi and figure out, how the fuck are we going to do this? It's like, bro, and then Jamil had an airport ride right after that. And I mean, Jamil was looking kind of stressed a little bit. He was like, oh, fuck. Danny was like, well, shit, I could just throw him in the Tesla. And we were like, no, we don't have to do that. We just got to figure it out. We got to figure this out. So we sold a plan of efficiency. This is what we'll do. We did not take the same groups back. Different people were in different cars on the way back because we had to move everybody around to make sure Jamil went south. Like as long as Jamil goes south, Danny can go north. Me and Luke, we're going north, but I'm continuing all the way back to the office where the guy had the other car, the rental car sitting. So we had to really be a very efficient plan. We sold a plan of efficiency to ourselves. Now, if we had to sell that plan to the clients, we knew what to say when they walked out the building. So when they came out of the building after they finished eating, they all were like trying to go get into the same vehicles, but they were like, oh, well, we got stuff to do. We already worked it out. Jamil and I was like, we already worked it out. You guys go with that expedition. You guys are going with Luke. Luke's going that way. You guys are coming with me. I'm taking all you guys. And this is how it's going. And they were probably sitting there like, holy shit. You guys just figured it out like that. Say, we talked about it over sushi already. We already knew what the deal was. But that's how we sold efficiency because when we were in the restaurant, we were like, okay, Jamil can, because he's got the bigger, say Jamil can take this many, I could take this many. And we're saying, Luke, you can take, since you got the Lincoln, you could take these 3 and you could take this way and this way. And I was like, wait a minute, man, this shit's a lot of driving around. I said, this is a lot of, I said, Luke, how all 3 of us gonna go all the way back? And then Luke's got to turn around and go all the way this way. I'm like, dude, this is a lot of driving, man. And we was like, yeah, you're right. This is a lot of driving. I said, because if all 3 of us go the same way, all the way back to Sonesta, this is going to take forever. They're like, yeah, you're right. It's going to take forever. I said, why we do it like this? Luke You take the 2 this way, and since you live that way, you take the 1 that way. Jamil, you go this way, I go this way, and Jamil, you can make it back down the 101 to the airport. We was like, that's too much driving. Because Jamil had to go to the airport, and we kept trying to send Jamil to Sonesta, and we was like, that's not gonna work out. That's not gonna work out. So we ended up switching everything around, and me and Luke went to Sonesta because Luke wasn't coming to Sonesta at first. So me and Luke went to Sonesta. Jamil went south and then hit the airport, and he called us like, bruh, I'm actually at the airport waiting on my client right now. She's not even at the building yet. Shit worked flawlessly. But it took us to sit there and figure out how we could be more efficient sitting while we're eating sushi. How can we figure this shit out? And Danny was support. Danny had the Tesla there. He was support. So he was like, bro, if y'all need to use me, you can use me. Jamil, if you got to shoot to the airport, shoot to the airport. Jamil was like, and we were on that shit. We were about to say that. You know what? Throw him in a Tesla. Jamil, you just go to the airport. And Jamil was like, man, this is not how we planned the night out. The plan was all screwed up. It was from the get-go because they changed a lot of stuff, but we adjusted so fast. And they even thanked us. Danny even texted us, hey man, everybody thanked y'all for adjusting to the whole situation that night. I'm telling you, from the gate, it was switching one restaurant to a different restaurant, and we had never even left the parking lot. Luke left the parking lot. We had to hurry up and hit up Luke. Luke, you got to go this way now. It was all crazy. So, but they were happy, man. They were happy. They sat there and they texted us and said, hey, they like to thank everybody for adjusting to the plan. You guys made it great, made it a great night. You guys handled it stress-free because we talked about it. Like Daytona said this spring, but we talked about it while eating sushi. We figured it out. So when they walked out of their restaurant, we walked out of our restaurant. We already had it planned out. They was like, hey, we got a problem here. Everybody's not going to the same place. Everybody's not. I said, you know what? We already figured it out. You guys are going to go on that expedition. You guys are going in that Lincoln, and you two, you guys are going into this expedition right here. And this is how we're going to get everything done. Bam. Was done. I know they were sitting there like, so you guys knew this shit the whole time? Nah, we didn't know it the whole time. We found out when y'all found out, but we just knew how to figure it out faster than y'all. We weren't going to be sitting in no parking lot all night trying to figure shit out. Like, wait a minute. Because Jamil's got to go south, but Luke's got to go north, but Luke's got to go this way. Jeff's got to go south, but we're sending Jeff north. And this shit was all over the place. And by the time we done, it was like, bam, bam, bam. Everybody's done. Everybody got their $190. Done. Easy. So that was my thing about being efficient. Also, what up, Roxy? Also, if you are not on the Mic Drop mailer list, make sure you hit up uberjeepaz.gmail. z@gmail.com. There. I just put in the chat right there. This is the email address where you can get put onto the mailer list for when I drop all the videos, all the live streams. You get notifications before before YouTube even sends you notifications. YouTube is slow, and YouTube does not send out notifications to everybody when it should be. They recommend stuff. They will recommend you watch a video. They might try to send you a notification, but the YouTube servers are very busy and they're very convoluted. So what I do for everybody who's in the 300, I got about 100 people on my mailing list right now. I got almost 13,000 people on my YouTube channel with only 100 of y'all on my mailer list. We got to get that mailer list up. We need to have at least, 3,000 people on that mailer. I don't know how big they can let me make that mailer list. But if they can get that mailer list up to at least about 3,000, and I only hit the button once. Everybody's added to it. When I hit the button once, it goes out to 3,000 people all at once. So make sure you guys hit up uberjeepaz@gmail.com, and that will put you on my mailer list. I'll put you on that whenever I drop a video, whenever I drop a live stream. I don't really do it for shorts, but I might do it for shorts. I don't really do it for shorts, but any video, any live stream I drop, I include you, and I started putting a link in there. I used to send the notification ahead of time, but the link wouldn't be activated. Now I send it exactly at the time the video drops. The notification goes out at the time. If I drop a video at 10, the notification goes out at 10. You can click that link. And when you click that link in there, bam, it opens up. It's like, hey, just be a member and get exclusive videos. Okay, exactly. If you become a member, there's videos inside of the membership group that are not in the main group. And those videos are a little bit more in depth. They're more involved, and they will get you to understand the true inner workings of how private rides, how converting, how, treating people to become your new private client. There's a lot of inner workings on that, because I didn't put a lot out there for the buzzers to kind of eat on. The buzzers and the pigeons out there, they want to see our channel destroyed. And that's why they tried to get me deactivated, because they saw us growing too fast and we were doing so much. They were like, we need to get Jeff deactivated. So of course, one of the haters jumped on one of my videos that I put in the main group. Oh, I'm gonna call Lyft and I'm gonna tell Lyft what you doing. I'm gonna call Lyft. I said, call them. What the fuck are you telling me for? You own my channel, threatening to call them. All you gotta do is just call them. You ain't gotta threaten me. Just call the people and tell them what I'm doing, and they'll deactivate me. Just call them. So he called them, and Lyft deactivated me. So I called Lyft and I told him, hey, this is what happened. This dude on my channel, he said he was gonna call y'all and get me deactivated, blah, blah, blah. They went and they probably looked at my channel, because they put me on hold for like 6 minutes. So they probably looked at everything and was like, put him back online. They reactivated my account. I didn't even know they reactivated my account. But all that dude did was help me, because Lyft knows that people are after me now. They know that half the phone calls they get are gonna be frivolous now. All he did was help my situation. I needed him to call him. I needed him to do exactly what he said he was going to do, because he typed it. When he followed through on that threat and he called in, Lyft now protected my account. I can't be deactivated for shit now. All I gotta say is this motherfucker on my channel said that the other person's from my channel. He basically just locked in my channel as a solid, and my account is a solid account. My Lyft account can never be banned now. So all I gotta do is say, hey, it's somebody on my channel doing this. I'm a YouTube creator. This is what they're doing now. Oh, sorry, sir. Let us reactivate your account. Bro, it's chess. It's chess. Why would I tell you to call on me if I really thought they was going to leave my shit deactivated? I needed you to do that so you could protect my account. Idiot. So when Lyft says, now Lyft looks at my account like, well, we know people are attacking his channel and attacking him because they're mad at him. And isn't that? Ain't no rider calling on me. These is a bunch of haters. Because a rider needs an actual time, a date, a situation. And if you ain't got them three things, Lyft went and looked at it and was probably like, yeah, this person's lying. This shit don't add up. He's lying. Put him back online. Exactly. So definitely become a member of the group, because inside of that little group right there, that's where you're going to see the videos that the buzzards and the pigeons don't see, because they ain't going to pay no money to get up in there. They don't want to see that. And the good stuff is in there. I'm going to be putting some more. I'm going to be doing a live stream pretty soon about credit, because I'm working on this deal right now, and I'm going to end up putting some in there. Hold up, Kev. I'm going to give you a link in a second. I'm about to wrap this up here. And also, a few people have hit me up because they were asking if I knew about what happened with the hum insurance. And I'm going to speak on it because, like I said, I'm a podcaster and I keep it 100. But about a week ago, about 10 days ago, something happened with hum to where the insurance went out. It went out on the 21st, like January the 21st, the hum insurance, somehow the certificate was invalid, but I think they may still have had insurance. They just didn't get the new certificates. So it was scaring a lot of people out there thinking that they were driving around on hum without commercial insurance. They're like, well, we're driving around with no commercial insurance. The commercial insurance went out 1/21. There's no insurance. Whether or not there was insurance, I can't say, but I can say one thing. I have lapsed insurance shit in all my cars, but on my phone, I got the actual policy because I don't always swap my shit out sometimes. And it's just what happens. I get so busy, I don't swap. So I can easily see how people can have something that says it's outdated when really you probably paid for it. You just haven't got the documents for it online yet so people can see it. But I know on the 21st, a lot of people are like, oh man, hum don't have insurance. If you're doing cash rides, be careful. Hum don't have insurance. And I was like, what? Yeah, there was a link going, or there's an image going around showing that their insurance lapsed on the 21st. So I was like, okay. I think I maybe did 2 or 3. I said, well, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do regular rides, this and that. I didn't really use hum for a few days, just until somebody said, hey, the insurance is legit. I didn't know if it was or if it wasn't, but I just know that they showed that it went out. So again, maybe it never went out. We just didn't have the certificates for it showing that it was the par, because my insurance never lapses, never. But I have nothing but lapse policy sheets all over the fucking place because I just don't swap So that's how as a business person, I understand. You could pay for something and the documents you have in front of your hand doesn't tell you that it's paid for because I just didn't swap the documents out. So I got smart and I started screenshotting my policies from online, keeping them inside of my phone because I've been pulled over and I had lapsed insurance in my car. I'm like, bro, my insurance is not lapsed. I just don't have the documents. So hold up for a second. Hello, Kev is out there. All right, I got this copy real quick. So I got that out the way. And then we talked about PAX already. I had to put this shit on a outline. And then at the final end of it, we'll probably talk about the Uber lawsuits going on. I think I already mentioned a little bit about it. Hey, Kev, there's a link about to drop right now. There's the link. So I think we discussed a little bit about the Uber lawsuits, but I'm actually going to open up a different panel. I'm going to talk about the lawsuits, and then I'm going to clip that section and make a whole video of that. So I'm going to wait till after Kev though. Once I'm going to see what Kev has to say, because once Kev is gone, I'm going to actually create another, not really a whole nother video, but the video is going to take like a little turn. I'm going to actually pull up some Uber lawsuit stuff, and I'm going to be reading it on screen. We're going to discuss it real quick. That's going to be his own video tomorrow, maybe. Here's Mr. Kev. What's good, my brother?
Still got the jams going on. I gotta love that shit.
Oh yeah. What's good with you, brother?
Hey, I was just when you were talking about marketing and all that good stuff, and you got to constantly be marketing yourself, because Uber, Lyft, even Home, they market their product. You're part of the product that they don't market. You've got to market your own product. Just this private ride I just did. A client of mine's mom flew in from North Carolina.
Yeah.
And taking her down to Tucson on Sunday.
Okay.
And I also let her know. I said, hey, after I said, so you're leaving from Tucson to go back to Charlotte, or you're gonna need to ride back up. She goes, no, I'm leaving from Tucson. I said, all right. So I gave her some of my cards. I said, hey, if you know anybody in Charlotte, that comes out to Phoenix, give them this card.
Exactly. Sometimes you got to do that cross market. Let people know.
What am I losing? And I put it out because those Canadians, like I said, I finally got rid of the last one yesterday.
Yeah.
But I had probably about 16 rides. Canadian.
Yeah, I got Manny online saying give Stina a shout out up in Desert Highlands. What's up, Stina, up in Desert Highlands? I hope you guys are up there having a great time. You know what? It was nice meeting y'all. I'll end up seeing you guys again. I think, last week, Manny, he was having he had an issue where he had two people landing at the airport at the exact same time. So I had to help him out. So these are some of his clients. Great people, man. They're hilarious. Great people, man. I love it. And they're like us. You know what I'm saying? They support the president. And I like that. I love people that support the direction the country is going into, because I'm trying to let everybody win. Get everybody off of assistance. Let's all get real money, because you ain't never known anybody who lives on assistance and who's wealthy at the same time. When people are wealthy, we say you don't deserve to have assistance. You got too much money. I want people to have too much money. And these people, they're like that. They want everybody to win. So I love being around people that want to see Americans win. For people that sit around thinking they're entitled and, oh man, we need this and give me this and give me this. Those are people who are losing, and we don't want that. We want people to win. And so I love meeting good people with good energy, man. So shout out to you and Stina. Hey, you guys are great up there. Manny, thank you for introducing us, man. Appreciate that. But in a second, I'm about to do this insurance thing real quick, man. But Kev, you're right though, brother. You're right, brother. It's all about marketing yourself. But I'm about to drop this insurance section right now, and like I said, it's 2.5 hours. I want to get off this live stream so I can get out there. I got to shower up, eat, and hit the road in a second. So, man.
Oh, you got to eat. That means nap time.
Oh yeah, eat and take a nap. All right, brother. Hey, man, thanks for letting us know. Brother. But definitely give your cards out. If you got people flying out of town, give cards out so they can give the card out when they get to their city, because they may be coming back or they know people coming back. So that's great, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, if you marketing yourself, you're losing all kinds of money.
Oh, yeah, exactly, brother. All right, my man. Hey, man, I end up hitting you up later on today, brother. All right. Yeah, so big on everybody's out working today, doing that thing, man. That's what I'm talking about. Be out there working, making that bank. So what I wanted to do with this part of the live stream, with the very end of it, I want to actually open up, let's go, Uber lawsuit, New York. Okay. Nope, this is not it. Oh, here we go. That was that one there. Bam. All right, let's do this real quick. Let's do this. Let me open up. So already did this part, but I want to do something different. This is New York sues Uber behalf of drivers. Let's see something. They keep giving me the same stuff. Oh, here we go. This is the part. All right, this is the one I didn't do. All right, I just had to find this article real quick. So let me go in here, and I'm gonna open the screen up to show you guys what I'm talking about. Thank you, Darius. I appreciate you, brother. Much love, much respect on that, my man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, sir. My man. Listen, we always taking care of each other, brother. This is what we do. So let me open up this screen here. Bam. Here we go right here. This is where the Federal Trade Commission, get that out of here. Get that out of here. Where's this thing at? Well, let me just read the article because they keep messing with my headline right now. They keep screwing with everything. But it says the Federal Trade Commission reportedly launched a last-minute probe into whether Uber and Lyft illegally colluded to keep New York City driver pay lower. An inquiry launched on the same day that Lena Khan announced she was stepping down as the chair of the agency. So the FTC regulators on January the 21st issued civil investigative demands, which function similarly to subpoenas, requiring both companies to submit information regarding the agreement they reached with Big Apple officials over driver compensation. Now, Khan, a progressive nominated by President Biden, stepped down from the FTC on January the 21st. And Uber and Lyft were told they had 30 days to respond to the order. This is why, now I'm going to close that. Now, the reason why I wanted to read that to you is because we all know right now, Uber and Lyft are now suing all these people in New York because of all the accidents that are happening in New York. They're saying the accidents are staged. Now, I did a whole video about it being staged. I'll probably clip that to this to show you what that is. But the fact that the FTC and the government are going after Uber and Lyft saying, hey, you guys screwed drivers. And they're saying, since you guys want to come after us for screwing drivers, drivers are screwing us. And this is what they're doing to us. So we're going to sue back. So it's like it's two settlements right now about to happen. One settlement may X out another one. Because let's say Uber settles for, with the government for $200 million. And let's say they settle this one over here for $200 million. It's just going to be a swapping of the exact same funds. And who gets paid? The attorneys. If you don't know about Tony West, this is what Tony West does. He settles everything. Nobody's ever guilty. Nobody ever admits to doing a crime. Nobody ever stands trial. It's moving money from one hand to another hand to zero each other out. But in the meantime, everybody working on the case gets a paycheck. Drivers never get money. We never get paid. We've never gotten a check saying this is from the lawsuit. That Uber, been screwing everybody over. Here's $2,000. Here's $10,000. We never get that. But we actually pay for those lawsuits because they're lowering our pay to cover all these lawsuits out there. If you don't know who Tony West is, like I said, I got 2 videos on my channel. If you type in YouTube, Tony West investigation, or if you type in Google, you might see my videos because nobody else talks about Tony West. Nobody else is bringing the situation up, but he's involved in all of these settlements for a reason. Anybody who knows how courts work, who knows how attorney settlements work, they know the one thing you have to do to get paid is actually settle a case. If you lose a case and you make that case contingent on winning, that means somebody's going to be a loser. If you say we'll win your case or you don't owe us any money, that attorney never gets paid. But if you settle, both sides get paid. There is no winner. There is no loser. There's always winners. Both attorneys win because it's a settlement and everybody gets paid on a settlement. And all they're doing is funneling money back and forth to each other. That's all it is. So, hey, you know, you're going to pay these attorneys this much. Okay, well, you guys pay these attorneys this much. Okay. In the end, both settlements wash each other out. Everybody's happy. There's only money going to. This is why y'all got to watch what's going on in New York right now. Mark my word. I'm going to have this video. I'm going to clip down this end part and I'm going to play this video. When both of these trials are over, look at what happened with each of them. Look at what the settlements amount will be for each trial. Look at, I guarantee they'll be very close in number. There's going to be a lot of doctors, a lot of people trying to settle. Everybody's going to settle because all the attorneys are saying, if everybody settles, nobody's guilty. Everybody walks away clean and we all get paid. Everybody's going to win. This is why going to court is a losing battle. Settling is a winning battle. They even went after Tony West saying, Tony, why didn't you go to court? Because you could have won these cases that were against the U.S. government. You could have won these cases. We had enough evidence to win the cases. But if you win a case, that means somebody's a loser. These attorneys don't get paid. They're contingency lawyers. They don't get paid. So if you go to court, somebody loses. These people don't get paid. They went after Tony West saying, you're settling. You're settling to make sure both sides are getting paid. You're playing both sides of the fence, Tony. Are you getting kickbacks from people? Because these are cases you can clearly win and you're not even taking them to court. What's going on, man? What's going on? Taxpayers need to know this. This is Kamala Harris's brother-in-law. Taxpayers need to know where their tax dollars are going. We're putting good money into investigators, good money into this tax system or whatever, in this court system, and you turn around and just settle cases that can clearly be won, that will clearly make somebody a loser that we don't have to pay, but instead you say, we're going to pay you guys. Don't worry. And when we pay you, you're going to kick back some money to a campaign, because it even says that inside of the article. It says people were emailing him, asking him, what do we do with the what organizations do we send the money to? They were asking Tony West, what organizations can we send some of this settlement money to? The whole thing was right in front of everybody. And I don't know if Trump's going to investigate this. Somebody's going to look into this. But when you look up how Uber, Lyft, Tony West, all these guys are now working against New York, a case against New York and a case that New York's putting against them. There's something going on. Letitia James is involved. And when she's involved, you know something sketchy is going on. Because she tried to sue Trump over land valuation properties when she herself has a case regarding land valuation property where her and her team took property from somebody who owned property in New York, wouldn't pay those people the right amount of money for it. Look her up. Exactly what she tried to get Trump for is what she's guilty of. New York is shady. New York is very shady. So when I saw these two cases against Uber and Lyft going on in New York, I'm thinking Tony West, Letitia James. Yeah, I bet these cases going to end up offsetting each other somehow, and she's got a lot to do with this. Plus, look at Sunny from The View. Her husband's probably involved in this for all we know. I guess we will be finding out. We'll be finding out. And for that, we're going to call it good. Yeah, what up, Mr. Fields? Yeah, man, so we ended up, that was the end of my live stream. Like I said, 2.5 hours today, because everybody's landing with golf clubs. Waste Management in Phoenix, Arizona is about to start right here in Scottsdale, the capital city. We finna get money this week. I got the black truck this year. I will be using it if anything goes wrong. I already did an oil change. I did all my transmission maintenance again last week. Because what I do is I check my levels. I start the truck, get up under it, look at where the level is. If it's a little low, a little high, top off your transmission fluid, top off your oil, top off your coolant, make sure everything's on the up and up. You do not want to stop running on a week this busy. Make sure everything is on the up and up, because if you're running low on transmission fluid, something slips, trips, whatever, you're going to be down and miss a lot of money. So everybody out there in Phoenix right now driving for Waste Management Week, make sure you do a maintenance check on your vehicle as you're cruising. Do a maintenance check right now. Check oil tonight. Check if you can check transmission fluid, check it. Some of you guys have pumps where you got to fill it. This is going to be a crazy week. It's going to be a crazy week, man. He says, hey, now, wait a minute. As a fellow New Yorker, we are honest, hard workers. Man, hey, King Jordan, they out there, they're trying to say, hey, drivers out here are doing some shady stuff against us. I'm telling you, the reason why Uber is saying that is because Uber's getting sued for doing shady stuff against these drivers out there. I'm telling you, man, they're trying to offset each other. They're saying, well, if you guys are going to say this about us, we're going to say this about you guys. They're not even saying which drivers were doing it. If drivers were doing it, then they're probably not like New York drivers who were like actual Uber drivers who've been doing this for a long time. These are probably people who saw a loophole, got, doctors and attorneys came in and was like, yeah, we're going to use you to get money. This is what we're going to do. You run into the back of him, you sue, we're going to cover all of this stuff. It's about to get crazy, man. I want to see where this lawsuit goes to. This is going to be real good. This is about to get a lot shadier out. Slim Shady. But no, thank you guys for rocking with me during this live stream. Thank you, my man Darius, for the super chat. Appreciate the support. Always appreciate the support, man. And this is what we do around here, man. We take care of each other. Information, knowledge, support, lifting each other up. We trying to make money this year. Let's go out here and let's get it, man. And I'm gonna have probably by spring, I got a surprise coming. I'm working on something at the house right now. By spring, I got a surprise coming, man. It's going to be something fun. It's going to be something fun for drivers. So make sure you guys stay tuned in, stay locked in. He said, plead the fifth. All right, young boy, man, be out there. And like I said, if you want to be on my mailer list, Uber Jeep AZ for Arizona, uberjeepaz@gmail.com. Say, hey, put me on the mailer. When you email me, say, put me on the mailer. That way you get first shout out before YouTube even lets you know. You get, for all the videos, all the live streams, you get notifications when everything's going to drop so you don't miss nothing. You want to get in when it's hot, and we usually start hot from the lot. We do it. So, Jamil, I'll see you guys in a while. I'm about to go grab me something to eat, shower up, change clothes, clean the truck. It's time to get some golf clubs in the back of the truck. Let's go, baby. Waste management. Y'all be easy out there, though, man. Everybody be safe in the city. Don't ride in the curb lane. Stay out of the curb lane. All right, King Jordan, good night.